Stream started.
Oh, okay, we're doing this.
Hello.
Halloween is happening, and I'm very happy about that.
Is that spooky?
Spooky!
I have a spooky, right? Hold on.
Your mom's a spooky.
Yes, I have a spooky. I'm good.
What do you mean?
What?
About what I was just talking about and asked you
Yeah.
guys? Oh, you have a spooky? A spooky Abby?
I just have to upload it. Because I haven't done that yet.
Bruh! Do it!
Dewey.
We'll be doing it
Been a
tomorrow,
moment.
my guy!
I've been needing to upload it. That's
What?
why I'm uploading it now, because I can do that in the background.
Good job! Okay, anyways, hello!
Yee.
Let's do this.
My fucking computer's dying. Hold on. Alright, I'm good. I'm alive.
Heck?
Are you?
What's happening?
Am I alive?
Are you
You
alive?
sound alive, so yeah.
Am I living?
I think you're
Yes.
living.
Am I lagging?
Broski, stop lagging. Hello?
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 Okay. Everyone's alive.
Alright, I'm good.
Let's start.
Last session, you guys panicked at the start. Mostly Phobos because Aaron's anger as Allium let your mother go to you when you're dead, that type of thing. I remember something happened. He talked for a little bit. He apologized for breaking your wings, and Torpedo's okay now. As an apology, he fixed that. And you all got rooms and decided to do a whole bunch of side quests. 3 specifically. One where Technoblade got yeeted, and no one questioned the fact that his entire body was covered in chains that connected to Allium. Not all of them did, just some of them did. So that means he's keeping some deals and he hasn't kept other deals, or they're false deals, and Techno hasn't kept his side of the deal. Type thing. And then you fought a dragon and saw Technoblade and Allium working together as if they were the same person at this point because they were really in sync. Murdered the dragon. Maurice and Phobos saved people that time.
Yippee.
Wonderful. You got a squirrel for a man who looked human, wasn't human. He's some sort of shapeshifter that terrified Aaron. And then you did a fun time having a date with Aurora, the demi-goddess of the sun, as a little bit of romance.
Bright woman.
Bright woman, yeah. Her soul is blinding, by the way. Just so you know, Phobos.
I get blinded every time I look at her.
Yeah, because she's got a living soul, but her soul's brighter because she's part of the sun.
Sucks for you.
The only time that Amaris's soul glows, by the way, is when either her and her mom's souls don't really glow unless the god of the sun is near the goddess of the moon, or Aurora's near Amaris. Then her soul starts to glow a little bit, but faintly.
Hey.
Because your soul's part of the moon, and the moon needs the sun's light to light up.
Science! Yes!
Yeah. Yeah, nice little date. Techno and Aaron were bonding over some alcohol. Aaron got drunk.
Yeah.
Spitfire and Phobos were dancing, and after a nice romantic song comes on, Aaron gets a little bit protective over his wife, and then they dance together to this romantic song, Spitfire and Phobos dancing, and Aurora brings Amaris to the dance floor. Aurora kisses Amaris on the cheek. Spitfire gets the stuck face with Phobos because Techno gave permission. And then Aaron and Asha needed to go off so that Aaron could talk about what happened in the past few days. So your mom's filled in.
Mm-hmm.
Before you guys all went to bed, you wake up to a really obnoxious bell. Aurora carrying Amaris to the dinner room. Having a whole fun time. Phobos has been getting flashbacks to Allium's things this whole time. Don't ask questions. That's been happening.
I'm getting fucking whiplash.
Yep, just um in this dining room, you guys all notice, well, mostly Phobos notices that Allium's kinder, gentler. Everyone's at a different table. You guys are all at the same table except for Asha and Technoblade. Technoblade is at the general's table, or the guard's table. Asha was at the maid's table. Um, Allium apparently doesn't own chefs because he doesn't feel right about people having to make him or other people food, so he'd rather do it. So it's all made by him. Great, delicious food. You noticed him playing with his wedding ring a little bit, like he wanted to take it off before that cruel part becomes part of him. Then you guys
Interesting.
went in a storage closet without Astrid or Techno and went, theories.
Theories.
You guys turned into fucking Matt Pat and theorized in a closet.
Well, what's wrong with that, man? Come on. No judgment here.
Then you went outside, had fun talking with Onyx before Onyx didn't know how to talk to a child. And you got a little bit of the fact that he's loved before and he's had kids before and he's had friends and they've all died because he can't exist. So fuck him. I also, your mom met both her parents again. The Onyx for the first time, Loon seeing him again. Family reunion, delicious. And then Allium
Yippee!
came over and went, I'm gonna
Oh, I
ruin this
broke it!
moment. What did you break?
I accidentally broke the stir stick.
My star stick!
I didn't
Um,
How did it break? Sitting on the end. How did the other end break?
Because you're putting it in hot liquid and it's plastic.
It hasn't been in hot liquid for like an hour.
Sorry, sneezed.
oh my goodness.
Get your
The sneeze of
sense out
Anyway,
of here.
It's the sneeze
Allium
of
ruined your
audacity.
moment and was over here like, can you help me? And then you guys went into the infirmary room and heard a whole bunch of Lemannberg's people. They're all people from Lemannberg, which means Egredor has entered Lemannberg,
Yep.
which is dangerous because there's wind constantly, which means the spores are
Oh
airborne.
no, I didn't know that.
Phobos did because Phobos lives up there. There's wind constantly up here because the clouds are moving. The higher you go, the more windy it gets until you exit the
Sorry.
fucking atmosphere and go into space. So Egredor is airborne in Lemannberg, which means people are just getting infected left and right.
That's not good.
So that's why there were so many people that you had to cure. Uh, fucking Phobos got a smack in the face with another flashback of Allium being kind and gentle. And then when Allium was heard about the flashbacks, he got concerned and then backed away and then left. And Phobos was like, oh,
I'm just like, oh, Pa,
oh,
Peepaw,
Peepaw,
Peepaw.
dies.
Allium is Peepaw confirmed.
And then after this, he walked out. I think he went to bed actually. I think
Yeah,
you
we
went that
did.
night. You went, and then in the morning, you walked out to see Allium get shoved forward a bit as if something, like he reacted to something, and a necklace that Phobos' father, Dionysus, or Dionysus, whatever you want to call him,
Dionysus.
Dionysus, Dionysus gave to him, and they both used to have one. Phobos remembers this, that they both used to have one, but your Dionysus threw it away after the whole thing with your mother. But Allium seems to
Yep.
still have his on, which you didn't know about until now. And it's glowing, like it's pulsing, glowing. Like pulsation type of glow that's coming from it. And Allium's kind of forward. You can now, before we start, actually, I need to give you your flashback that you were supposed to have in the fucking kitchen that I didn't give you. So Phobos was supposed to have a flashback in the cafeteria when Allium was cooking or like handing out food. So I'm just gonna smack you with that now. Phobos, this flashback that you had back in time. We're gonna pretend that you're still in the cafeteria right now. Uh, we're time travelers now.
Back to the future.
Grandpa scared me.
So in the past, this is the flashback that you're getting. Um, Phobos, everything kind of phases in and out like it's been doing, and when you come into, you see yourself, a little version of you, being held in Aliam's arms as he's teaching you how to cook. He's holding you and he's staring at you as if you're his child as he teaches you how to cook and make sure you don't cut yourself or burn yourself before helping you place the dinner plates in front of your parents. And you kind of notice how your mom stares at Allium. There's a bit of hatred in her eyes as your dad stares at him with gratefulness, and clearly he seems okay with Allium's presence, but your mother doesn't seem to like him very much. But when her eyes land on the food, she seems very proud of you as she's eating it and stuff like that. And Allium puts you down and lets you eat your food. And Allium just stands there, doesn't eat anything. Before he goes, I have king stuff to do, so I'll go. And you see his soul starting to get taken over by the red as he says that. And it seems like he did it to protect all of you from it as he walks out and closes the door.
Oh.
You can also see that your mom and your dad's soul are chained and linked. Your dad's soul looks a little bit like yours. He has the pink part of your soul, and your mom has the blue part of your soul. Obviously, neither of them have the black. But you notice that on your dad's soul, there's a little clump, like a blue clump, a very familiar looking blue that's just on the outside of the soul, like it's clinging
Oh.
to his soul. And you come back, and you're in the cafeteria. And now we're going back to the future with Allium. So now you're with Allium when he's bent over like this. So just so you know, you guys can interact now.
Well, I don't know what's
Bit
going on
bitch.
because that's not something I know.
Yeah, you don't know that.
Yeah, so
Phobos
I'm
knows
just
that.
gonna, I'm just gonna, I'm just here.
You could
Hi.
react to Allium being fallen over, his necklace, and him holding the necklace a little bit as it pulls it.
Um.
Because that's what's happening in the
You
future right
already
now.
have that?
What? Your mic cut you out because you peaked it.
Yeah.
Damn. Phobos just yelled at him. It's like, you still have that?
He looks at you and goes, why wouldn't I have it? His soul's a little bit more blue than the red. Like, they're fighting.
I genuinely thought you threw it out like my dad did.
He threw his out. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's fine. You see kind of that soul flicker out of existence for a moment, which means it's too dim.
Oh, fuck.
No.
Um, before he's
Well,
like,
shit.
well, he's Alan's a short thing. He's just staring off in the distance for a moment before he goes, um, uh, he doesn't seem to know what to do. His body's kind of teetering a little bit as the blue is losing control to the red,
No, we don't
but
want
still
that. We
fighting.
don't want that.
Anyway, is there something you needed, or you just here?
I'm sorry.
What
I told
the
you
fuck?
playing a game is going to distract you.
It's not distracting me. I'm still focused. I just accidentally screeched because I almost ran into him.
Exactly.
I'm focused.
Pain click at you.
You can smack me later.
I will.
I
Or
will. No.
prude.
Well, now I'm
Better.
salty. It fucking changed the goddamn things on me, so I'm leaving.
Okay.
The
So,
salty. Okay, now
are we
that I'm
able?
not gonna scream out of nowhere.
Allium asked if you needed something.
What did
I
we need
don't.
with him again?
I don't know.
You guys just kind of came out to seeing this. You didn't
Yeah.
really need anything from him,
Yeah.
but now you're kind of concerned because Amaris doesn't know his soul flickered like that.
We just kind of came here.
Oh, okay.
We didn't need anything, but I am concerned. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just have multiple things to
Why would
attend
you
to.
keep it, pal? Pal? Pa?
You kind of notice when you call him that, his soul starts to stop flickering.
I
He just
mean,
looks at you.
it's a good thing you kept it. It means you actually kind of value my dad to a degree,
I value him more than anything.
which is good.
Yeah, it is.
I
He
hope
kind of
he's
gets quiet.
okay. Since I kind of find out that well,
He just laughs awkwardly. He's like, You can wait for a second. He pushes the necklace underneath his shirt again, and you could see the glow pulsating still. It kind of gets more rapid. He's like,
Hey, what's with the glow?
you'll see in a moment. He kind of looks over kind of towards a room. It's like a giant door and it's like pitch black in here. And you hear, folks, you hear a very familiar name being called towards that from Alan's mouth. Let me see here. You
Oh,
hear the name
oh.
Meridium come from that, and you know that this is a creature that Allium got very close to when you were born. It's a little older than
Oh,
you,
oh,
but you grew up beside
oh.
it. Let me grab it. Oh god, that's giant. Ooh, shrink.
Oh, oh, oh,
Um,
oh,
and it kind of
oh.
steps out, its paws coming out. It's giant now as it
It's
looks
just
at Allium.
excited sounds coming from
It just
Phobos.
yawns. And then looks back over to Phobos and looks at Allium and then ignores Allium's existence and just runs up to you and starts licking your face.
Little baby boy, hi.
Kind of leans down, his like goat horn looking things kind of pick you up and throw you onto his back as he prances around like he just, you know how like tigers or like cats when they kill prey and they're really proud of it, that's how he's prancing around.
Oh, it's the baby boy, hi.
Allium just
Oh,
smiles a
yes.
little bit at you, smiles with his eyes. His eyes are what how you can tell he's smiling because he doesn't have a mouth that shows all the time. His mouth literally just
So,
opens and
it's so pretty.
He's the baby boy,
um
hi.
Alan kind of moves to the side a bit and he's talking to some guards. You don't really know what he's saying. He's probably doing kingly shit.
Kingly duties.
Yeah. As Meridium kind of lays down and, knocks you off of him like he
He's the
used to when he was
boy.
younger. He's always been bigger than you, obviously, but you're very similar ages. He's around maybe
Maurice is just,
2 months
I want a
older than you.
pet. I want a
Oh,
pet.
go ahead. He loves pets.
I don't think you like me.
Pet him. Go get him. Go get her.
When you say go get her, he gets up, his wings expand and just consume all Maurice in it.
Go
And
get her.
he starts licking your hair and messing it up.
Wait, I just realized Maurice also has horns and wings. So
Yeah.
He's a friendly boy.
they can do head bashes together.
Like goats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like fucking goats. Well,
Kind of.
goat horns. This lion thing has a goat horn. Goat
Yeah.
horns.
So what he is considered a abomination. He was not supposed to be born.
Oh,
He,
or maybe.
all of his things being like that were birth defects from a manticore and a griffin mating.
Oh, I love it. It's beautiful. Anyways.
So within that, he probably got abandoned, and that's why Allium took him in. Because Allium had a heart when you're younger, Phobos.
Mm-hmm.
So he's
Maurice
here.
is happily suffocating.
So right now,
Happy suffocation sounds.
I put all the mounts so you can look through all the mounts all you want because he will become your fast travel.
Congratulations. Wait, hold on. That's our fast travel?
Yeah, so basically what
this is our
happens
fast
when you
travel.
get on his back, he goes 25 million miles per hour. You get there in a snap.
God.
He's not supposed to exist.
He's a pretty baby.
I'm gonna let Jotungander come out and play. With,
Gander kind of just wraps himself around Meridium and they're kind of messing around together.
They're playing like fucking dogs.
You notice that the guards now have something on their face. They were talking to Allium. Now they have these gas masks on their face that are really like they're covering their nose and their mouth and their eyes mostly because that's how, you get infected. And Allium turns around. As much as I think Meridium is enjoying this, I need him to take these guards to Ilyssus Fall and, well, every other town that's too close to the ground. The disease can't spread easily, so I needed them to do that. So he's going to take them. If he'll come back.
I can't hear over the happily suffering I'm experiencing.
Meridium kind of pulls away and turns to Allium and kind of looks at him, and then Allium just nods. And Meridium helps these few guards, including Eli, onto its back before just disappearing, basically.
Whoa. Fast. Anyways, whoa, why were they wearing gas masks?
It will protect them
So
from
they don't
getting
get
the
infected.
disease.
Huh?
And there's wind up here, which means the spores will be constantly airborne.
I'm sorry, there's wind.
Yeah, you don't feel it because when you enter up here, it feels like air. That's all it feels like to us.
Oh,
But it's wind.
no. Oh, no.
Why do you think there
Oh,
were so many people
no.
from the Manberg up here? And the other
I
towns are
didn't
probably infected too because they're low.
I didn't know that. That's not good.
Yeah. So
I'm
as much
not
as
from
Callista
around
hates me,
here.
as much as Revalis hates me, I need their people in my city. City of the kingdom. Yeah.
For
Okay.
protection.
Kind of lets out a breath as he pulls out the necklace again. He's like, okay, at least you're okay. He's just breathing heavily a bit.
You're doing a great job, you know.
But thank
All things
you.
considered.
But thank you, I guess.
It's a lot of pressure.
He kind of
So
knows
you're
his
doing a really
soul
good
is
job.
getting a little bit stronger as Amrish are telling these things. Okay. You see,
You're
like,
being
the
good,
blue
pal.
is in control. It kind of gets a little bit brighter as he kind of looks over at you and smiles a bit. He's like, okay, now I need to take care of this. As he kind of goes next to his throne and the spear goes in his hand, which is,
Whoa.
um, and then as he grabs the crystal, he's like, okay, you're not allowed to set foot in my house. Fucking asks me for help. It's just all about salt. So you now understand
Huh?
what's happening. You kind of like, wait, what do you mean he's asking you for help?
What? Huh?
What?
And then Allium's spear opens up a portal to the beyond, and you see Colossal holding your dad, ripping at his wings. As your dad just screaming in pain. And almost
Father.
an Allium just pauses for a moment and stares at it, and you could feel every ounce of anger enter Allium. It's not the red, it is the blue. And the red is fighting for control, but the blue consumes it. There's nothing that red could do.
Oh!
As Allium's first reaction is just to throw his spear at Colossal, hits Colossal right in the neck, right where that soul is, by the way.
Oh.
Phobos. Phobos, since Colossal counts as dead, Amarish, you could see
Yeah.
the soul as well. So you could see this red
Uh,
soul that this spear just hit. The same
that
red
just.
that's in Allium.
I don't know that, but I do see that.
You don't know that the same red in Allium, but
Yeah.
Phobos does. Well, Phobos,
Yeah,
you
but
also
I do
see
get.
Oh.
an orange and like pink in the bottom that's glittering. And like in his stomach area of Colossal before like a really loud explosion goes off because, well, Allium detonated it.
Well,
And like all
Maurice
of Colossal's top
completely.
half is gone.
Oh my god, damn!
And in the stomach where Phobos saw the soul, you now see Fenric, the Lord of the Feyrealm, before it was taken over by the Beyond. Let me grab Fenric real quick.
Huh.
Ah! Can't do that. No spoilers. Let me see if I can find Fenric. There he is. There we go. Come here, bud. Whoop. Show yourself, motherfucker. This is Fenric. He's a little moth. His wings are
Dear
clear.
God, I am
And
Got little
so
he's
moth teeth.
behind on
his
stream.
face is all like torn up and stuff, and
Oh,
he's kind of limp there,
talk
but he's
about
alive.
adorable.
He's alive, and he kind of looks at Dionychus as he falls and hits the ground, and Allium kind of steps in, and Allium looks at Fenric and just ignores him as his wings come out, and he scoops Dionychus into his wings as these creatures from the beyond are like screaming and trying to get towards Allium. And you notice that
Father.
Colossal's body is rebuilding itself out of the beyond around him.
Without hesitation, Amarisa screams, "Hurry up! He's rebuilding himself!"
You notice that Allium stops for a moment, and then you see Michael's soul. It's all broken up, and his wings are shoved into his eyes, and they're torn apart, and now there's mouths all over him. As Allium just stands there staring at it before going, kind of grunts a little bit, and the spear goes in his hand and throws it into that Michael, and it explodes, and you watch as his soul gets taken by purgatory and ripped into it. Allium just
Okay.
killed Michael in one hit because he didn't want to see him.
Double dead then.
Um,
Double dead.
and as he's leaving the Beyond, you notice another portal opens up, and you see Lady Decay come out. Phobos, you see your mother's soul. in Lady Decay's stomach. So she's alive. So she's completely alive. But both of
That's
you
not
see
good.
a soul, the red soul, the same red as Colossal's, in the skull. And as Allium's leaving, a combat knife gets thrown from the portal that Lady Decay just came out of into Allium's shoulder. It's just a regular combat knife. And in that, before the portal closes, you see just electricity around it. Similar electricity to see what that armored man you saw, you saw in Spitfire's demonstration of his past.
Mm.
And then it closes, and then the Beyond portal closes as well.
So
Allium's just
what?
panting.
They have the dad now.
Yes, right now we have
father,
Dionysus
father,
as
father.
Oh my god!
Allium
Another
puts
father
him
gained,
in his
apparently.
throne. Well,
Father.
it's physically there. He puts Dionysus in his throne as Dionysus is breathing heavily and struggling as fucking Allium rips the fucking combat knife out of his shoulder and just tosses it to the side. He's bleeding now, but he doesn't seem to care.
Amris is too shocked.
Father.
But she does start using her healing hands on Allium.
Allium pulls away from you a little bit.
Huh.
You also
Isn't it
notice that
alright?
part of the metal circle that's around him is chipped and broken. So we need Allium. Hello, Allium.
Hello,
Uh,
Allium.
you
Hello,
need to go
Allium.
back to what I need you to be. Fenric's no longer here. Give me a moment to switch this back to what it needs to be because I accidentally changed the cutscene one instead of the other thing. Your father's death can hold on. He's not dying. He's badly wounded, but he's safe.
Death! Death!
No.
Father, no.
Father, no.
I
He could be up here.
this traumatized baby. Sorry. I'm drawing how my alter of Tommy looked. And he's just a traumatized baby.
I'm going to pull up a picture of your father real quick
Oh,
because he's here. So obviously we need a picture of him.
did you choose how he looks?
Yes, I did.
They did.
I chose how my parents look and my grandparents look. I put
Grandparents!
so much effort into Phobos.
I also tried to put effort into Amris.
And you
Well,
did.
it's not normal for me to actually find what parents would look like, especially not grandparents.
Well,
Did
apparently
I
you
only
really
save your
wanted
mother? No, there he is. Hello. Here's your father. He's on screen now. There's your
Hey.
papa.
Oh, there
So
he is.
those wings on his back, they're skeletal now, which means he's been in the beyond for too long. He's seen as fallen.
Oh no.
His tail snapped and like the bone and artery in the tail, the artery's spitting blood.
What tail?
Because he's supposed to have a tail because he's a tiefling. The small horns, one's broken and just barely hanging off. As his neck has scars all over it. His shirt's basically torn up. You basically see his bare chest that's covered in scars and stuff. And he's barely moving, and some of his fingers are broken. He's struggling to breathe, so it seems like a rib might be piercing his lung. As Allium just goes, "It's okay, it's okay." He's talking gently towards Dionysus as he's walking away for a moment, and he kind of goes up to this record player that he has. It's like record player, but a little bit futuristic. As his magic pulls up a list, like basically a little shelf of things, and you notice the shelf named favorites. It has 3 songs on it. One looks like a wedding song. The other one looks like a basic rock song, and the other one is familiar to you, Phobos. It's your dad's favorite song. As he grabs that, puts in the player, and it plays. Your dad listens to this whenever he needs to basically regulate himself. If he's like experienced a lot of like depression or if he's sad, like right after your mom beyond it.
He listened to this.
Yeah, it was on repeat all the time. That's what you listened to when your mom was gone, basically. And as it plays, you kind of notice your dad. He calms down a bit. He's trying to regulate his breathing as he calms down. And Alan goes, "I'm gonna need to take your shirt off to heal you. You know that, right?" And you hear your dad just kind of like chuckle laugh, and he goes, Don't bring me back to 96, goddammit. And Allie was, yeah, all right, okay. He just takes off your dad's shirt as he's healing, his hands running along your dad's torso and stuff, healing his
That's
body.
some gay shit.
It is some gay shit. As you notice his magic pulls and you see the part of your dad's stomach that's kind of like pushed in a little bit pop out, and it seems like his rib just went back into place.
That
Yeah, as Allium,
was on Maurice. That wasn't me. That was on Maurice.
yeah, as he's fixing a whole bunch of your thing, and he looks at your dad's wings. These are permanent effects of the Beyond. That's why Augustus had skeletal wings, because the Beyond,
I
he used to
know.
live there.
I'm Maurice. I know this information.
Yeah. So it's permanent effects. You kind of look, you know, it says Allium looks at it, he's like, do you want your regular wings or would you like prefer to keep those? And you just hear Dionysus go, I would like my wings, but I don't think you could fix that. He's like, I fixed my own wings. I didn't want them being the other color that you knew they were. Kind of notice the red comes out when he says that before it goes back in. Um, and you notice his hand goes over your father's wings, and the feathers come back. He changes the look of the wings completely. And you notice something in Spitfire's eyes as that happens. Like they light up for a second.
Fire?
Oh.
Spitfire?
His eyes, yeah, Spitfire's eyes. Because remember, he hates his
When
wings.
when was Spitfire here?
When
He's
you
always
all
been
walked in here,
Oh, I
you
didn't know
all
that.
walked in here. So there's
Anyways.
Astrid, your mom, Aaron, Torpedo, everyone in your party
Oh,
is here
my
watching this.
bad.
So Spitfire's eyes kind of light up a little bit as he watches Allium change the look of someone's wings. Um, Before, fixing up your dad's face. And as his hands touching your dad's face, your dad goes, "Hey, Allie." You've never heard him call him Allie before, ever.
They're
And you
gay.
notice when the moment he said that, the part of Allium's suit that is kind of not really covering his shoulder, you notice his shoulder turns a bit pink. As he's like, and his soul gets slightly brighter. He kind of seems flustered by that. But you've never seen him get this way for any woman, for Astrid even, his wife.
I broke everything.
What did you? I heard things fall, and I was like, I
Knocked
don't want to talk
everything
about
off
that.
of my desk.
How did you? What?
Oh, my poor card. I love how the only paper thing fell in my coffee cup.
Oh,
It's okay, I can
We
multitask.
got Nex over here
in chaos.
being too excited physically and like expressing it very physically and loudly. Meanwhile, me making so many faces.
My poor dolls. Your hair has coffee in it now.
That's your fault.
you probably heard me laugh from the room.
I could barely hear it.
All right,
Um,
let's continue.
Before your dad, it's like, you're being tall. I need you to kneel. And in an instant, Allium doesn't care. He just kneels down in front of your father. It was a nerve jerk reaction. Knee jerk. There we go.
That is
I'm
some gay shit.
As he just kneels in front of your dad, and you notice your dad puts his hand on that part that's broken of his, like that circle around Allium's head, and he uses prestidigitation because that's not flesh, it's metal, it's a type of item. So he fixes it with a spell as it kind of mends together. And I'm just, what am I, 10 again? And Gina just goes, well, then that would make me 11 again. In the orphanage where we met.
They're both orphans.
Your dad is only so much of an orphan because you know that his actual parents are with him. You met your actual grandparents, which means his biological family did find him. Alan kind of just looks at him. He almost, like, his eyes are filled with this immense amount of love and pain in them. As your dad's eyes are just, they're
I understand
filled.
what the other universe was now.
They're filled with, like, they're filled with like grief, because it's clear that he's grieving the loss of his best friend, because that's what he sees Allium as, his best friend, and what happened, you know, he lost him type thing. Or Allium looks at your dad's hand, and you notice that his ring finger is broken. And Allium goes, "Is it okay if I take the ring off? I can't set your finger back into place with it on." You kind of notice your dad hesitate because he's madly in love with your mother, and he just kind of lets a breath out and goes, "Okay, yes, I trust you." And Allium kind of wiggles this ring off, and you kind of notice your dad grimace in pain because it's pushing on the bone and stuff. And Allium shoves his spear into the ground and puts the ring on top of the spear, so he doesn't lose it, obviously. Before setting your dad's finger back into place, and he pauses for a moment, just staring at your dad. You notice, Phobos, that part, like that blue part of the soul that's clinging to your dad's soul, is still there. It's the same color as the blue that's right now in control of Allium.
Oh, buddy.
Um, and with the moment, you kind of notice that um, the red starts to warble underneath it and starting to win again. As
Oh, no,
Allium's
no,
trying to take
no.
deep breath. It's clear that Allium right now is frozen because he doesn't want to let the blue, like the red, win. He knows he's fighting it, but he doesn't want to admit that he knows it. It's very clear with the way that his body's acting right now that he's still trying to fight the red. Danik just kind of tilts his head a little bit as he sees Allium just sitting there. And Allium quickly goes, "I'll put your rings back on in a second." As he goes and grabs some clothes and he hands them to your dad, and the red's starting to win. As he hands them, he's like,
No.
"These were the spare clothes you've always had here." And Danik just goes, "Wait, you kept the clothes I left here?" He's like, "I may have not been welcome in your home, but you're still always welcome in mine." And it's almost just pain in your father's eyes as he looks down.
Oh.
Uh,
Well, fuck.
uh, uh. And the red is like the blue is losing. It's very clear as
No.
he picks up
Almost there's something.
he picks up your dad's wedding ring, and the red wins. It consumed all the
God,
blue. As he looks at your dad and kind of grabs his hand a little aggressively, he's like, "Remember when this was my wedding ring?" And your dad's like, "Do not bring that up." And the immediate shift in your dad's tone and behavior towards Allium. What? Doesn't
I'm
like that I
sorry,
was your
Danik. You
husband
were
once?
married to this fucker?
I Yes, I was married to Allium.
That explains why he's always wanted to be my father. Oh my Christ.
And he ruined it. Oh, I ruined it. You notice the blue
Now let's
starts kind
start
of
with him.
fighting back. I ruined
Both
our
of you, shut
relationship.
up.
Um, the way Allium's staring at him is like he seems to be laughing about it. But that's not, you know, Allium type per se. It's the other part of him.
The
It's the
red.
red one that's laughing about it. Well, your dad just goes, "Yes, you did. Fucking the goddess of life behind my back."
Wait, what?
Oh.
Kind of heard the red one starts laughing and goes, "Oh, really? So I'm a mom fucker now? So I fuck my own mom?" And the
What?
blue is clearly trying to fight it as the red walks towards the desk. He's like, "Here, adoption papers. Look at who signed in the mother spot." And when your dad does, he's like, "Oh, fuck." And his eyes just feel of regret. He's like, "So you want to talk about cheaters, Leonidas? You want to talk about that? Why did I come home to you fucking the whore you call wife?" And you see the blue is struggling to take control back.
What?
I, your dad just kind of looks at you like, "Oh, God."
Like, I didn't want them to figure it out like this.
He can't speak at all. He's just staring at you because he's afraid that you'll think lesser of him because he cheated on Allium. You hear the
So,
breathing, labored breathing from
let me get
Allium.
this straight. Both of you shut up real quick. Please and thank you. Let me get this as clear as I can for being bi. Or as straight as I can for being bi. That's the correct wording. You two were married at one point. You thought he cheated with someone who adopted him. And then you proceeded to go and cheat with my mother?
Yes.
Allium has a right to be mad at you for that. And you had a right to be angry if you thought he cheated. Clearly he didn't. Accidents happen like that all the time. But cheating on someone who cheated on you is not the fucking answer, Dad.
I kind of know that now.
That is what you were trying to teach me. Remember?
Yeah, because I kind of looks down a little bit. He's disappointed in himself, clearly. He regrets doing what he did. It's clear that he has. But and like now that he realized that, Allium didn't cheat in the first place. You kind of notice the
Now I
blues taking over.
understand my mother's disliking of Allium.
She blamed
I
him for
understand
the
why
reason why
you
we
were
think that
very fatherly to me.
Allium, like the blue part of Allium's in control. He's just like, you were the child I never got to have.
And I will always be your child you never got to have. As much as
The
I might
blue kind
dislike you
of
at the moment.
glows a little bit, and he looks at Dean. I guess he goes, I'm not mad at you for cheating, but if you didn't love me in the first place, you should have just left. I attempted suicide 3 times in our relationship. And Dean Nikes kind of just looks at Allium, and he's like, what? What? He's like, you screamed at me. I see the way that you treat Athena. That's your mom's name. You
Right.
treat her like she's the best thing in the entire world. Just the way I treated you. I get it that you aren't gay, you aren't even bi. But if you didn't love me that much, you should have just left. Instead of yelling at me and then cheating on me, not at me, after I built the home of your dreams. I built that house for you because I loved you and I wanted to give you everything that you wanted, and I still do. Kind of being nice, just kind of looks up a bit and he's like, I'm sorry, I should have just left. And I was like, it's okay. I forgave you a long time ago. As much as it hurts, you're the love of my life, and if she's the love of yours, then I want you to be with her because she makes you happy. That's all I care about. That's why I agreed to being friends afterwards.
Amaris just has the most confused, jaw-dropped face,
I feel like
looking
a
like
lot of people do.
yeah,
Rose is just
she's looking at
there.
Astrid and then looking back at Allium. Just keep darting back and forth.
Ken knows Allium
What
removed the necklace from his neck. He's like, I'm done with favors. I'm done with it. Okay? Save yourself from now on, please. And Dionychus takes the crystal back. Allium doesn't throw it away. He just gives it back. And he's like, I will also be stopped continuing my vows. Dionychus, wait, what? You continued those? He's like, yeah, you broke them 3 days after our marriage. That's why I have burns all over my body. What do you mean? And you kind of, this is, you probably don't want to see this, but Allium does not care right now. He just lifts up his shirt, and all around him are chains. Chains that are golden and sparkly, which means they're vows. They're vows from another, like for his vows for another person, which means he never stopped continuing his vows after him and your father got divorced. But you notice the burns on his body, the same burns from vows that were broken. Because the way vows work is that if you break them, they hurt the people you claim to love instead of you, because clearly you don't care enough. And you kind of just notice him go, you kept them even though I broke mine. And I'm just like, but I'm done. And when he says I'm done, the chains unlock and they just fall to the ground. And then he looks at you, Bubba. He's like, that's why I never let Techno and you make vows. I didn't want Techno hurting you the way that your dad hurt me.
Okay,
Techno
I
kind of just
understand
looks
that.
down and he's like, that's understandable. His eyes are that dull color,
Yeah.
but he seems a little bit more understanding about why Allian was so resistant about your wedding. It wasn't because he hated you. It wasn't because he wanted you. Because he was scared that Techno would hurt you.
I understand a lot of that.
wait, Mom, Dad, do you guys have vows?
They both nod as your dad just lifts up his shirt a bit, and you see the vows are different though. They're made of space. His chains. The same with
Whoa!
your mother's. He's like, we got engaged in the land of the void, and we got married there too. Not the land of the void, land of the stars. Sorry, thinking about void.
Ace!
Mhm.
Anyways, why are you engaged to Astrid? I'm sorry. This is just a question
I,
I just don't. Married? Not engaged. Still, why?
the
Sorry,
moment he
Astrid.
goes to
But
answer that, his voice like can't doesn't come out of his mouth, and you see the red trying to take over. So it's clearly
That's not him. It's not Allium that's married to Astrid.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Astrid kind of stares at Allium like, Oh. She kind of looks down as she's now processing the fact because she wasn't in this theorizing puddle that you guys had.
Nope.
Nope.
So now you just gave her a crisis that the man that's been hurting her isn't Allium. It's something
Oh,
else.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Astrid.
Astrid, I'm so
Just like,
sorry.
oh,
We need to keep you in onto the loop. Apparently, there's two. His souls are fighting each other.
Hey, Pa,
hmm,
could you adopt me?
but, what?
Legally?
Legally?
Yeah.
I
I
would
will
need.
still always love my parents, but I'm an adult. You're able to.
I
You don't
mean,
need their permission.
I would. I, your mother would fucking hate me.
She already hates you enough.
Yes,
There's nothing she would do. There's nothing more you could do to make her hate you anymore.
I guess. But you hate
And
me,
plus,
don't
if she
you?
has a problem with it, I'll deal with her.
Okay. I mean, if you want to, I could.
I want to.
Okay. Kind of, you notice that soul glows a little bit more as he walks into a different room. Similar papers to what he has, he hands them to you. But there's only one spot, so that only one parent. It has his signature on it already. But you notice it
Oh,
doesn't
you
spell
told me you
allium.
wanted
It just says Allie on it.
Allie. Allie? His name is Allie. Is your real name Allie?
It's allium, but Allies are just nice.
I like the name Allie.
Your name's Allie, then. Phobos signs the paper willingly.
Okay. As this happens, you kind of notice that the red soul gets larger, almost as if it's trying to make itself more stronger to continue fighting.
No.
He kind of breathes out a bit. He's like, "Thank you, kiddo." That's
You're
all he
welcome.
says before he kind of moves back to his throne and puts the spear
I mean, you
onto
always
the
treated me like a
handle.
kid anyways, so.
Yeah, that's true. I
He
guess
also should have looked at everyone and went, don't hurt my kid.
that's also true. Much to your mother's dismay, she
Oh, wait,
put
hold
a
on.
little
Are you like
scars on them.
royal now?
They
Am
would
I royalty
be.
now?
Yes, you would be, because I'm a lord.
Fuck yeah.
You
Royalty
also
and a
gained a
demigod.
sibling.
Let's
You
go.
gained a sibling now. And wait, wouldn't that mean Astrid's your stepmother?
No.
No,
No.
There's so many
no.
confusing things. I don't know what's
Asher's
happening.
like, not happening. No.
Not happening.
Mm-mm. You kind of notice Kaylee start walking down the stairs a little bit. Pep in her step.
Uh,
She seems almost excited
hmm.
as she comes over. She's
Oh,
in
I
this
got a new
form.
sibling.
She's like, huh? What do you mean?
I've been adopted.
Oh, chill. Why are you adopting people? You hate people. You wait, Blue. And your name's Blue now. She almost as if she knows a little too much. Um,
He doesn't hate me, Allie. Oh, wait, hold on. Fuck, what's the kid's name?
Kaylee. Her name's Kaylee.
Kaylee. He doesn't
Kaylee.
hate me, Kaylee. He's always been a father to me in a way.
Oh, okay. Chill. I have a question. I'm like, what is your question, kid? Like, so my school's having a little prom thing, and I want to wear a dress. Well, a dress, I guess, if that's what you want. But I want to wear something to it, and I know that you don't like me being in my kitsune form, but maybe no, not the kitsune form. There's especially if there's gonna be guards there. You know how they feel about kitsunes. Most of them are from Michael, fucking bastard. As you hear him slam, like he's holding a cup all of a sudden. He was drinking wine for a moment, and he slams on there. You can see it crack a little bit. He's like, "I get it. You don't feel pretty in that form, even though you are very beautiful in both. But you know how Michael has treated kitsunes as sex slaves for years. I'm not letting
That
my
is why.
16-year-old daughter do that. I'm not having a guard think of you that way." Okay, sorry, I didn't even ask. But can I wear a dress? I guess. Like, yes, I can make you a dress. And he kind of goes up to a bookshelf. He grabs an entire book that's filled with designs for dresses. They're a lot of beautiful ones. And he puts it in front of Kaylee, and she's going through it. As he kind of looks at you guys and goes,
Bouncy.
uh. He kind of seems anxious as the souls are fighting each other again, but it seems like right now they're evenly matched.
Mm.
as he's the one that's more in control, obviously, but he seems nervous. So it's clear that the blue is more nervous and more kinder and soft, and caring. Um, as your dad kind of just looks at you and goes, well, I guess, yeah. He kind of seems a little bit upset that you signed over his rights to you, but he also understands why. So he's just kind of there. He's like, okay. He doesn't know what to do with that information. He's kind of shocked that you did it because he's known you for the last 8 years to hate Allium.
Yeah.
Aaron kind of
Dad.
seems smiley.
Dad, I love you. You always be my dad. You fucked up. Punishment.
Reasonable. Thank you for a punishment, kid.
You will always be my father, and Mom will always be my mother. But fuck you right now. What the fuck is wrong with you?
A lot of things. I think I need to go to therapy or something. Free therapy for
Get
you.
therapy.
Just Allium. Free therapy for you. You get free therapy because you deserve it. He's still doing things for your father. It's very clear that he still loves him. Your dad's
Everyone
never
here
had to
needs
pay for anything.
therapy.
Well, all of you can have free therapy because you're friends with Phobos. So, especially
Therapy.
you, Techno.
Therapy
You
squad.
kind of notice Techno's eyes are going between the full like the doll and the red.
Yeah, Tech, you really need fucking therapy, mate.
Heh.
I love you and all, but you need therapy.
I don't
Get
know.
help.
Think I
He
need
pulls out a
therapy. Do I
potato and
need
eats it.
therapy?
We all need therapy here after
Your
what
mom
we've
and
been
Aaron
going
go,
through.
yes, you need therapy for what you've been through.
Oh yeah, I guess I did have to kill someone.
Your mom kind of looks at you. She doesn't seem ashamed of you. She doesn't seem taken aback. She seems understanding about it.
Yeah.
There's probably been a lot of blood on her hands, considering she's thousands of years old.
Yep. Anyways, this is an adorable and awkward situation.
Yeah, a little bit.
I my hands and feet feel tingly. I think I might start to phase.
No?
I have.
Phasey?
Yeah,
If,
probably.
if you
I
need
don't
to
know.
sit down, there's a couch over there. He kind of points to a couch. It looks really soft.
Wait, hold on. How do you know about it? I never told you.
I'm friends with your parents. They talk about you a lot.
Yeah, but I didn't experience that when I was a kid. Did I? No. Wait, I did. I did? I don't remember. I have memory loss.
Your mom
She
just
starts to
goes,
go,
when you were a baby, yes, you fell out of your crib several times and almost went to outer space. It was terrifying.
I'm sorry, my whole body became phasey?
You were small, and, well, as you got bigger, it was less and less, and it
Well,
was
that's good.
nothing when you're a teenager, but it seems, as your dad's explained to me, that it's back. We don't understand where it's from, though. Just kind of always happens.
Nah. I don't either. So Aubrey starts to walk, but then she immediately face plants because, like she predicted, it
Phasey.
immediately.
Your your mom picks you up and lays you in the couch, and she's
Ouchie.
like, just make sure that your limbs aren't in anything. We don't want to have to cut open Allie's things.
If my limbs were in something, they'd be immediately broken off. Just.
That's kind of true. Allium can fix you. I can fix that. I can fix amputees.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it won't be your legs, but I can fix it. Unless we still have your leg, which might be in the outer plane. And if it's in the outer plane, I can't get that back.
Right now, what Almarisha's doing, she's like, her legs, she's doing like little dinosaur arms, keeping them away from any furniture, and then her legs are up like hold on. Dead goat. Kind of like play dead.
Yeah, that's all I've been imagining. A goat that's playing dead.
Yeah, it's just like it's all up like that. So
Ah.
she's just doing that.
Okay.
This really strains my muscles, but it's the only logical way. And don't worry, it's
Yeah.
just my arms and feet like usual.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just can't walk.
All of a sudden, you hear Kaylee pipe up and go, "I don't like the dresses." And Alan goes, "What? You? What do you want to wear then? You can't like. I mean, you could go to normal wear, but it's a fancy formal thing." And Kaylee goes, "Can I try a suit?" He's like, "Sure. I don't see why that'd be an issue." And he kind of just walks to the bookshelf. Kaylee's kind of quiet, just staring at him as Astra just nods to her a little bit.
Do I have a brother now?
And then Kaylee goes, "Would you still care about me if I was a boy?" Huh? What? Why wouldn't I? Why would I? They're not even having a gender. So
I have a
I don't know
brother
that I
now.
care if you're a boy. Do you have a different name then? And Kaylee goes, "Well, you know how you have pictures of your real parents?" And Alan just stops and freezes. And he goes, "Yes." Well, I saw that your dad's name was with Leviathan. Would it be okay if? Yes, that is perfectly fine. It was such an immediate agreeal. And Kaylee just smiles. Not Kaylee, Leviathan. Sorry. I've been calling him Kaylee for so long. Just smiles.
I have a brother now, is all Phobos just screeches.
Allium looks at Leviathan and goes, "I know that you can tell something, and I can't exactly talk about what it is. But those times where you know, I don't like doing those things. I don't want to do those things. I love you."
You hurt my brother?
And you hear Leviathan go, "I know it's not you. I love you, not Red. Okay? It's fine." I'm kind of just nods a little bit. And immediately Leviathan finds a suit. And as they're running to the tailor's, because they're sprinting, you notice that as they're running, a little bit of their shirt kind of slips a little bit. And you see the mark of death on them, which is a butterfly, like that's on Death's legacy, which means that she worships the god of death. He worships the god of death.
Oh. Wow.
And angels are very similar to celestials, which means they get a little bit of benefits from worshiping a god. So when Ryan dies, he's gonna worship you.
Nice.
Nice.
Interesting.
Cheers to that, my guy.
Amaris is just kicking her feet, but kicking it like a little bit in the air so it doesn't hit anything. And then she's just like, "Can I have a hug? You gotta be very careful with hug, but can I have a hug?
From who?
Anyone, really?
Your dad and your mom immediately as well. He's got a group hug from everyone, basically, besides Allium. Allium kind of just sits in his throne and leans backwards, kind of like how he was before.
Get over here. We're having a group hug.
Oh, okay. Kind of gets up and just stumbles a bit as he kind of hugs all of you guys. And when he hugs you guys, his wings expand out and they wrap around everyone.
I just have to please be careful of my limbs that are currently phasing. I don't want you to get impaled by limbs.
That's fine. After a little bit, he unhugs you, and Leviathan comes back. Leviathan comes back, and his chest is completely flat in this suit. It's a very gorgeous suit. It's black. It has purple accents to it.
Fast.
And Alan goes, "Yeah, fast. All of my tailors know spells to make things quickly and make like the same thing with the cremation system. It's around 5 minutes if you're not boosting it too high for someone to be cremated. And if there weren't no blood in the body, so maybe like 2 minutes if there's no blood in the body." What just happened?
Look at the welcome and chatting before and after sessions.
Hold on. Give me a moment. Let me look in just a moment. Welcome and chatting. Bruh, I wasn't going to join this
time?
He still found a way to interrupt the session. Still found a way to interrupt the session.
I love that way too much.
Oh, I love that too much.
Fucking hilarious. I'm so glad Jackson is in this server.
Yeah, that's all they are.
Ooh,
Oh, I'm lightheaded from laughing.
I'm
get
gonna
out of here.
have a seizure if I'm not careful.
Oh, I'm gonna faint if I'm not careful.
You, yep.
I need
Ooh.
this.
Okay, where were we?
Yes.
Ooh, hooey, hooey. Oh yeah, my bad.
Okay, let's do
Gotta love
this.
that.
Ooh.
Um, you can
Oh
kind
my
of
god.
see how, like, there's this pride in Allium's eyes as he sees his son, and he's like, "I take back what I said earlier about you looking beautiful in your angel form. You look very handsome." He changed it to the male version, basically. And obviously, Leviathan gets so excited about that. They're kind of, they look autistic basically right now. They're stimming. Something's not mentally right with this one. Mood,
There. I smell the tism.
mood. Um,
Absolutely.
and it's very clear that the suit has this binding property to it because their chest is gone completely. Um, and I'm just smiling at them. And again, there's still this hole in their shirt that has that eye in it, but the eye is actually part of their body. It moves with their other eyes. Um, and obviously, Leviathan goes up to his mother and is showing her and is talking to Astrid about it. As Phobos, you feel part of your soul get whole. It feels much more whole, which means another part
Uh-oh.
of death is close by. You want to take a little guess which part of death that is?
Awful.
Um, within
That's the first one that comes to my mind.
within the first little bit of this happening, a portal comes up behind
I
Allium,
knew it.
and he freezes. And Colossus goes, "Mind explaining to me why you exploded me?" And Allium just freezes, and you see that red start to get larger as Colossal gets closer. And Allium was,
Right.
um, and he goes, "You took the soul from me that I was gonna use. So I'm asking for another soul, Allium. What I can offer a soul. I have many guards. I can offer one of them. I don't want that. I want something more personal to you." Allium's breath starts to get labored as he seems scared of what's happening. And you see Colossus' eyes slowly move towards Leviathan.
Oh no!
And Allium's
No!
breath starts to get quicker as Colossal steps out. He fits in this castle. Remember, it's 3 feet taller than him. And he leans down as he uses his own body to create a weapon out of it. And in a flash, as soon as, like in seconds, there's no time to react. Colossal goes to stab Leviathan, but Allium moves. Without thinking, he moves, and in that moment, all you see is Allium and Leviathan hit the ground, and Colossus' sword pull out. And there's this red and goldeny blood mixing together. And you just hear Astrid panicking, and she's just staring in front of her as this blood is also on her. And Colossus,
Wow.
when Allium stands up, his suit is ripped in half as you see this crystal in his chest. This crystal that seems to be where the souls are sitting, and it's open and it looks like a bird cage around it. As Alan's panting and breathing, trying to get his breath back because he's dying right now, his blood is gold. And Leviathan is on the ground, bleeding and choking on their own blood. As Asher doesn't think, she just pulls her child into her arms as she starts to cry. And Allium goes to move towards, his child that's now dying. And you see his magic getting ready to work. which is weird because you've never seen his magic before. It's this like blue color, obviously. Magic is oftentimes the same color as someone's soul. Um, I hear Colossal, don't, and that red gets larger and starts fighting. I am still not listening.
Do
And
it.
with, in a
Do
matter
it,
of
Pop.
seconds, when he goes to touch Leviathan, a chain wraps around his stomach because he doesn't have a neck. He has a stomach. This chain wraps around it, and you see Colossal rip him into the air. And he's like, "Don't forget who you belong to." And he's like, "I'm tired of you fighting me." He doesn't say fighting, like fighting something else, fighting me. Before a snap, and that blue just disintegrates, and it's only the red left in that crystal. Good. As he just drops Allium, and he's just panting, and he heals himself. And Colossal's like, "I'll be back for my soul when she's done dying." He said she. Um, what's left of Allium is on the ground, healing himself because there's no blue left. Um, as that's happening,
Well,
Techno just doesn't think. He just goes over to Leviathan, and he's like, "I." And you see as he goes to his magic, his blood magic, basically, to heal Leviathan, the Leviathan grabs him and stops him. He goes, "Don't, please, don't."
Phobos runs over to Leviathan, putting a crystal on them to heal them immediately.
They push it away.
Phobos refuses,
If
continuing to
blue
use it.
is gone, then I don't want to
I
be
don't
alive.
care.
I'm
I
not
don't
getting raped
care.
again.
I don't care. You're coming with us. You are staying alive.
Leviathan bites you. The metal in their mouth opens up and bites you. You feel sharp teeth sink into you. Don't,
Phobos
please.
still refuses, constantly trying to heal them with the crystal.
They keep fighting.
I'm not losing you at the moment I got you.
I'll go to resurrection. I'll be fine.
No, you
I've done
won't.
nothing
He's
but
gonna
good.
take you. He's. I don't
Tecno just
care if the
sits
blue's
there.
gone in Allium. You're staying with us.
I can't. I'm not doing this. No.
He's.
Ashley
You're
doesn't know what to do.
staying with
She's
us.
crying. As Tecno just stands there, he's like,
I promise I'll keep you safe, Leviathan. Please.
no.
You're just a kid. You
You
can't
just
die
notice that
yet.
they look at Tecno and go, "Dad, please." And Tecno's like, "I'm not your dad. Don't. I'm not your dad." And Aladdin goes, "You raised me." And Red was in control. And Tecno's like, "I never raised you. I never." And you notice that Tecno's eyes start going to that dull color. "I don't remember what you're talking about. You don't remember anything. You need to remember what he does. You need to remember everything. Please, just remember." And they're crying as they're still pushing you away. You're watching their soul come out of their body.
No, you
Maurice, you're
can't
starting
die
to
yet.
see their soul.
No.
Maurice is like squirming, still phasing, and it's starting to get worse as well.
You can't die. I'm not letting you die.
Techno kind of
Please.
looks at them and goes, "If you want to die, I can make sure that he can't touch your soul. But you won't go to
No,
paradise. You
Techno.
won't go to resurrection. But you'll be here with us." You hear him say that, and kind of notice when Allium gets up with the red soul Allium, or Red as Leviathan calls him, kind of like stands up and looks at Techno and goes, "I don't think you could do that. You're not that strong." Before he sits down his throne, he kind of just watches it happen. He has this cruel look in his eyes, similar look to what Colossal eyes look like. Cruel, cold.
So, this whole time, the fight with the souls, it was
It was
colossal.
fighting Allium.
So the red was colossal, and the blue was allium. Colossal, you're a son of a bitch.
That
Please,
causes
Leviathan, let me heal you.
Can't
if
wait
my
to see
death
you
means
rot.
Techno has to remember, then I'll let myself die.
No. We can make him remember. I promise you. You don't need to die. I can get through his thick skull, I promise you.
They refuse it. They just let themselves die as Aster's screaming and begging for them to not. Techno doesn't say anything, he's just sitting there. Their heart is starting to slow down. You could tell by their soul coming further and further out of their body.
No. You're not fucking dying on me.
You know, Techno kind of gets up. And he goes up to Spitfire. Now Spitfire and him are talking. Spitfire seems scared. He sees it. It's clear that he's seeing himself in Astrid because he lost his son so many times. And him and Techno are talking now. As Aaron kind of joins in on it. After a little bit, Leviathan's soul is standing next to you. Almost. They're hugging onto you.
You're not dying
And
on
they're
me.
comforting you.
You are not dying on me.
Phobos.
They-
They're already dead.
No. You're not leaving me.
You kind of hear Techno just go, they're not leaving you. They're not. And he kind of kneels down to the body and looks at Astrid. Go to Spitfire. He'll hold you before. So you don't have to see this. You're not losing your child.
Can
As the,
I use necromancy to shove their soul back in their body?
I mean, you could try.
I want to see what Techno's about to do, man.
Um,
Phobos is fucking gone, man. They're not paying attention to anyone.
just,
Mm.
you kind of notice the beyond is opening up. And that smell of rot and dried blood is coming into your
Hey,
nose.
whatever someone
You're
wants to
not-
do, you gotta do it fast.
You kind of notice Techno goes, Phobos, I need you to back up. Please, trust me.
No. I'm not.
He takes your face and he looks at you like, I need you to trust me or else Klaus is going to take their soul. I need you to trust
I
me.
don't want to let go of them.
I know, but you need to. You will
Maurice
never
does
have to let
It
go of them
won't hurt
again.
me. I'll be fine. Just
I
do it.
I finally get the ability to move and stuff, and I grab Phobos begrudgingly and move
Phobos
them away from the
refuses
body.
To let go of the body.
No,
Just holding onto it.
I'm
Then
gonna
close your
force
eyes.
you. I'm gonna like do a roll of strength or
Techno
something.
just looks at you and goes, close your eyes. You don't want to see what's about to happen then.
I'm gonna cover it with my wings.
Just no eyes for you.
Hey, no,
Yep.
Because you are
Phobos closes their
covering
eyes while
Phobos.
hugging the body.
Yep.
You guys are mostly the people that aren't have their eyes closed, which is currently Phobos and Astrid. Astrid's crying into Spitfire's chest, you know, like a little sister would to her big brother, because she is younger than I think she's younger. She might be older. I don't know, but she's acting like a little sister.
Yep.
As you could
Reasonably so. Her
feel
daughter's dying.
an immense,
Son.
yeah, her son,
Son, right, sorry.
an immense magic come from Techno as all the blood starts to soak out of her body, his body, which just as you, his body, as you see Aaron go over to like someone and grabs their health potion, pulls it out and just dumps the liquid out. So clearly Aaron's helping. And you see Spitfire take a dagger out of the hilt of his sword. So his sword has 4 states. He has 2 daggers, 2 swords, but the 2 swords and the daggers turn into a great sword. He takes out the dagger and hands it to what's his name? Aaron. Hands it to Aaron, and Aaron puts the bottle kind of next to Techno. As Techno, it's clearly he's using a lot of magic here as he's kind of just panting. All the blood is out of her body, and Techno looks his body. I'm so terrible at this because my brain was like, okay, Kaylee, a woman right now, then it's gonna be a man. Terrible. Because it was last minute decision to make them trans.
Anyways,
trans. His body before Techno looks at a few of the staff members and they kind of just listen without him saying anything. They take Leviathan's body, and in this minute, that Leviathan's gone. Phobos, you lose the Leviathan body privileges.
Maurice is
left.
like holding you tight and covering your sight with her wings. So you're wrapped in on Maurice burrito.
You kind of see Colossal. He's standing there and he's kind of laughing. As Phobos, you do feel Leviathan's soul clinging onto you. They're clearly scared about going to the Beyond. but they're trusting Techno. But they also want comfort from you. The soul is
They're
holding.
not. They're not
Oh
gonna
yeah,
die. They're not gonna die.
I'm also letting Leviathan be in this
Yeah.
Amari's burrito because well obviously I can
Burrito.
see it.
Yeah.
Yep. Just I have big old wings, so those wings are wrapped around Leviathan right now.
Yeah. As this is happening, the thing's being cremated. You hear Techno like grunt in pain as Aaron uses this dagger to shave part of Techno's tusks off and put them into a bowl as he walks away. Aaron's into a different room now. Let's fucking steals your tusk. Um, Within a few minutes, those people come back with ashes, and you see Techno separate the blood into a little small blood circle and a large amount of blood as he moves it down a little bit and directs the people to put the ashes in the blood. And Colossus just standing there laughing at him, not believing what's happening because he doesn't know what Techno's doing and he doesn't think Techno can save the soul. No one, neither does Allium, the red part of Allium, which you know who that is.
I'm gonna just call him Alley Red.
Um, Allium's kind of just laughing a little bit too. And when Techno has all this ashes flowing in the blood, you start seeing Leviathan's soul fizz out in and out of existence. Before turning to a little ball of it's blue and also white, like Astra's soul and Allium's soul, because child of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it turned into this little ball, and as Techno starts crushing this blood down, and when his hand closes, the orb of soul goes into whatever's happened in Techno's hand. And Amaris, you can free Phobos from this if you would like. Just have them see where the soul went.
Yeah, I do. I do exactly that.
And when he opens his hand, there is a soul crystal. A crystal that has never been made before, besides once in time. And now. As Colossal's jaw just drops, as he just stares at Techno. Just and Techno puts a little bit of blood into like half the orb of blood that's up there into the bottle. And he puts this crystal inside. And when he puts that little cork on top, Aaron pours the tusk that's now melted on top of it, and Techno creates a new type of material, blood steel, as he makes a chain out of it and wraps it around. And when the tusk hardens around it, he puts it around Astra's neck and looks at her and goes, "Now you will never lose your child, ever again." And Astra has now gotten her legendary, which is Child's Soul. And also, you could see Leviathan take shape. Yeah, the crystal turns into Leviathan as Leviathan floats around. And it's now water. It looks like water now. As they're having fun, they're like, "I'm swimming!"
Hey,
Everyone can
Astra?
see them.
Oh, wait, actually?
Yeah, because it's no longer it's not a soul, it's a soul crystal.
Wait, can anyone else see that? Because you seem to be following the.
Astrid kind of chuckles and like, "Oh, thank you, Techno." He just nods a little bit. As he kind of just collapses a little bit because he's just used so much magic. And Klaus is just standing there like,
Phobos runs and hugs.
Okay, Amaris turns around, looks up at Colossal, and gives the big old flip.
It just kind of laughs a little bit and he closes the portal. And his soul doesn't feel far away. It never really does. That part of your soul doesn't ever feel far away, but it's far enough away. Because the beyond is the core of the earth. So the only way to get away from it is going into the void of the stars.
Fair enough.
Because that is not close to
Phobos
the core.
Amaris is doing a little.
Techno for dear life.
Amaris is doing a flippy bird stance at where Colossal was. Just.
Fuck you, bitch. We win.
Exactly what she's doing.
Allium kind of just stares at Techno. Like he's staring at Techno.
Right, before things escalate, how about we get the actual fuck out of here?
You're not going anywhere. That's all that Allium says, and you hear the door just chain itself.
Motherfucker, why did I even speak?
Yeah, he did not like that you just mentioned that. He looks at Techno and goes, "Where'd you get that power from?" Hmm? As he tilts his head and Techno kind of just looks at him. And he goes, middle of the room, Techno. You know how this works. And Techno listens. He just listens. He kneels in the middle of the room. Allium gets up.
No, no.
That seems like someone lost their faith in their god. And it's very clear that he thinks of himself as a god, as everyone knows. He's the god of healing. That's what everyone thinks he is. So which god you putting faith into that isn't me? Tekla kind of just moves his hand and kind of shows the mark that you saw on his chest, which is the blood god's mark. It's the anarchy symbol with a blood drip going down it. He's like, really? Of course you would be the one to, fucking worship a god of blood. Makes sense. He's like, so, you have a choice here. You die, or you learn where your faith should be. Pick. And Tekla kind of just sits there and he looks at you, Phobos specifically, and the rest of you, and he goes, I'll put my faith back in you.
No, you won't. Don't you fucking dare.
No.
Don't.
You want me to
Fucking
die?
dare.
And he snaps at you. You can see anger in his eyes as he snaps at you.
You're not gonna die. We're not letting anyone die. Not on my fucking watch.
Go ahead, Allium. It's okay. Put my faith back in you. You kind of notice that Allium stares at him, and you see these his legendary chains. They glow, which means Allium's trying to see insight on him, trying to see his intentions behind it, see if he's lying or anything like that. And Allium just nods and goes, "Okay. Remember, no wincing." As he just backhands Techno, and Techno doesn't make a sound. And then it clicks for you. Every single time that you've never heard Techno make a sound when he's hurt is because he learned from Allium that if he makes a sound, it will only be worse. He's like, there you go. You can leave now. As the door kind of opens again. Sorry, I made colossal dance. Distraction. Dance. And Techno gets up. Everyone kind of grimaces at what Allium's become because, there's nothing left. And your dad's just staring at him. There's almost pain in his eyes because now he fully did lose his best friend. Deinicus, as you guys are walking out, you kind of hear Techno stop. His armor stops moving. As he's breathing in and out, there's a bruise on his face, obviously. And then all he says is, I remember what you've done. And you hear him say, what is that? Excuse me? And Techno kind of just turns around. And you notice that his eyes are that bright. They're bright, but they're still blood red as he looks at him. And kind of his pupils are kind of missing now. But he still has scleras. And he just goes, I remember what you've put everyone through. I remember that you raped Kaylee. Sorry, Leviathan. He immediately corrects himself because he's known Kaylee their entire life. I've known what you've done to Astrid, what you've done to every woman in this building, what you were planning on doing to Asha. What you did to
I'm
me.
sorry.
Kind of, no, it's Allium. He kind of tilts his head. He's like, I'm your god. You don't talk back to me. And Techno's like, no, you're not my god. And neither is he. As you notice the fucking Almaris and Phobos, you notice something that only you two notice because you could see dead souls.
Yes.
You see the blood god. Almaris, the same creature that you saw shove Techno's soul back into his body. I'm.
Hello again, random creature.
You notice that there's both of you now, mostly Phobos because you're next to Kanik, which is the blood god. There's red souls that are like balls around him, and they glow, but you're not hearing anything from them. Like they're not saying anything to you, but they're clearly communicating with Kanik. As he stares at Techno, almost feeling betrayed in a way. He seems angry that Techno just said that he's not his god either. And you notice something. I need all of you to roll a charisma saving throw. Now.
That's a D20, right?
Yep,
20.
D20 and it's plus your charisma.
I got 17.
Okay, plus your charisma, that's over above 20.
I got
Yep.
20.
Um, no one gets affected by this magic. Um, it's
Lovely.
very clear he was trying to cast something. And you notice that Techno's eyes start to dull out, and he kind of stumbles a little bit, and he's leaning against the wall before all you hear from him is no. And he slams his hand into the side of the marble and stuff, and the giant crack goes up it. And then you see this entire building is laced with red magic. Magic that manipulates people to forgetting the bad things he's done. Which means when Techno first walked in this
Whoa.
building, that magic affected him again. And right now, it's not working on him. You could see Allium increase it, so it's like it gets a darker red, especially around Techno. And Techno's like, I'm tired of not being in control of myself. And you notice that Kanik tilts his head. And he's like, he kind of grunts. He seems angry that he can't control Techno. Allium kind of stands in the middle of the room and goes, come on, Techno. I raised you. You were just an orphan. I raised you. I made you what you were. He's trying to manipulate him without magic now. No. Tector kind of moves into the middle of the room and he looks up at Allium. And he pulls out Orphan Obliterator. And Allium goes, are you challenging me? And Tector goes, yes. And before you can react, Phobos, those walls go around Tecno.
Okay. I might have just lost my husband. After finally realizing I loved him. Oh shit. Spit, can I have a hug?
Who did you ask for a hug?
Spitfire.
Spitfire hugs you.
I call him Spit for short.
He also seems a little bit nervous as Kanna kind of leans down and he's animalistic. Like at the bottom half of him is the legs of like a wolf. As he kind of leans down, putting his hand on the ground, he seems angry about what Techno is doing. He's trying to control Techno, very obviously. You guys can talk amongst yourselves right now because I need to grab cutscene stuff.
So Phobos, you
Oh,
see that?
having a panic attack.
Okay, Phobos is out of commission for communication. There's a.
I can talk. I'm just trying to breathe.
You see that, right?
Yeah, I see that.
Thank God. That thing. Well, we were in the. I don't remember where.
Beyond?
It was Eden's Forest where Techno
Eden's-
fought with the Lady Decay.
Oh,
When we were
sorry,
in
hold on.
Eden's.
Making Phobos hyperventilate was causing me to start to want to faint.
Okay.
Give him a
Yeah,
second.
good. Continue.
That first fight with Colossal. We met in Eden's Forest. You know, when he kind of went down for the count. That guy appeared and shoved his soul back into his body.
Oh.
His exact words were, it's either you're not done here yet or I'm not done with you yet.
I'm not done with you yet.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
he
his
said.
exact words.
And that's what I told, I just repeated that to Phobos, is like,
Yeah.
That's what he said. I'm not done with you yet. Right, Mr. Creep B horror
Kanik.
movie?
My name is Kanik. You can call me Kanik.
Oh my God, you can
His voice
talk!
cracks as his neck snaps to the side. He kind of looks at your belt, specifically at Loon's jar. It seems like he does not like Loon. And remember, Loon was always called the Blood God. The books say is because he was always with the Blood God, and people assumed they were married.
Wait, who?
Loon, your grandfather. They always assumed that
Oh,
Kanik was
shit.
married to him.
Oh.
But it was wrong. He was married to Onyx, which might mean that Kanik had a little crush, and he didn't get what he wanted.
Uh-oh.
He kind of looks over, and I'm going to. Everybody ready for your cutscene?
Yes.
Lovely. Let's do this.
All right.
Ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves.
I have a feeling I know what song's gonna play.
You need to calm down.
I have a feeling I know what song's gonna play because I was currently listening to it.
I think you're wrong. um, as the challenging thing comes up, you see Allium's name at the top. It says Allium, the false god, and at the bottom it says Technoblade, the blood god's knight. As he stands there and guards start flowing into this thing, and you can see all their names and stuff. And Allium sits down and goes, "You really expected to fight me? Not wasting my time on a pathetic human like you." Human, but he means just person. Tector just smiles, laughing, before he says this. As he kills 4 guards within one swipe. And then, as he looks up, still killing guards as he does this. He says this, but says, "Hurt the son of mine." It says, "You let the son of mine die." And then the child you claimed yours is mine. Allium's one that says no before Tecno slaughters guard after guard without thinking. You can see these points that are right next to Tecno's name shooting up from 100 to 200, 300, and 400. As Canik is like, "Tecno, stop!" As he enters the field himself, but he doesn't want to kill Allium. He wants Tecno to stop. Before Tecno says this to Allium. Allium gets up, and Tecno puts his hand up and turns to his own, to God. God. He says God instead of Greek. Then you see Canik panic as Tecno drops to 1. And Canik goes, "I'm your dad! You can't kill me! Please, we're family." As he starts to scream out in pain, his body's starting to leak into this blood mass going into Technoblade. As he turns around and looks at Allium, their weapons hitting each other as the dome starts to go red, and the names switch where Techno's on top. It says Technoblade, the blood god, and the bottom is Allium the rapist. As he starts beating the shit out of fucking Allium, knocking his weapon on the ground, and him on the he's closer to you guys now, Allium. As he's on the ground bleeding, choking on his own blood a little bit. As he snaps and all the chains that are attached to Allium breaks, including his own. Right here, he says, "Apologize for my pain and all the girls you hurt." And then Allium's begging for his life as he says that, "I didn't mean to hurt them. It's hard, It was their fault. They were asking for it." And Tecno just smiles as he starts to laugh a bit, and this psychotic look goes in his eyes as his sclera's disappear. As he says this part. As he kind of looks at Spitfire a little bit there, and then he looks down onto Allium. And he leans down to him before saying, and then he just brutalizes Allium as everything, this whole thing's coated in blood. And as this is happening, you see Allium the rapist, and next to him is Ali, the craft king. And as the walls fall, Technoblade is soaked in blood, and all that's left of Allium is this crystal, an empty crystal. As Eli comes in and says this, the Techno goes up to him, taking his own charm of being a guard, like the general putting onto him, before turning to Astrid and walking towards her. And Astrid seems a little confused and a little scared as Techno says, "Technoblade is, I guess, my new name now. I don't really, I guess." He seems a little confused, but he goes, "I'm the blood god, damn you."
Any last words?
Astrid, the Lord of Cloud's Reach lady. As her body starts to get larger as the god has now ignited her into ladyship. Tails sprouting behind her. Her clothes change to a very elegant kimono as she looks at Techno, and she's much larger. She's the same height as Allium used to be. And he bows down to her as she stares at him. He's a little confused about who he is right now.
What just happened?
Astrid is now the Lady of Cloud's Reach. She's royalty here.
Oh.
And she is much larger, as she has her 2 werewolf tails became fox tails. She's just staring at Techno as Techno's kneeled down to her, as his eyes kind of go normal. He watches these little red souls go over to Techno and sit around him now. He's like, "Oh God, ah!" He just screams like, "Why is there so many voices? Oh." He's so scared about these voices right now. He's like, sorry, I was confused about who I was because at one point I thought myself was Kanik, and that's not my name. I'm back. We're good, I think. Yes. There's so many voices talking to me. Oh, uh, his eyes are kind of looking around sporadically, but it is Techno again.
Well, you gained and then lost your adoptive father.
Maybe.
What the fuck?
He's gonna be back. I know he is. It's Vin. He's gonna be back.
Yeah.
Technoblade looks at you, Phobos, and goes up to you and holds your face as the blood
Just pulls
seeps
away.
into him. Like, I didn't mean to lie to you. I couldn't tell you what I was. You forbade it.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I promise, love.
He's kind of breathing heavily.
Phobos hugs Techno.
He hugs you back. He's like, I'm
Lightly.
sorry. I'm sorry. He basically did butcher your father in front of you, so understandable.
Yeah. The bitch.
Whoa!
Phobos kisses Techno on the lips before walking over to spit.
This Techno, you broke him. 4 dial of error sound.
Dial of error noises.
Yep. Techno has stopped working.
Astrid, how you doing?
I don't know
Phobos
if I
bows her
want
head
to.
to Astrid.
Oh, okay. You
Hi.
kind of notice that she wiggles this fucking wedding ring off her hand and throws it away.
Very
You can-
nice.
You can officially be lesbian him.
I can.
Lesbian gods.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
She, almost like a spark of joy hits her. She's like, and then she could be a lord, like a lady, like she deserves, because she thinks of Ambrosia as a queen.
Wait
So-
a moment.
Yeah. You guys can be the ladies of this
So-
place.
Hold on. My aunt is going to be a lady now?
Yes, I want her to. So when we get married, I can deem her so.
Hmm.
You guys are hopefully gonna get married? You guys are gonna get married, right?
Yes,
Can,
yes,
can we be invited to the wedding?
yes. Of course, you all will. You're my friends, family.
I better have a cousin.
You technically did. And he's right now here. She grabs the ball around her neck as Leviathan goes, hee just gremlin sounds. My mom gets me a lesbian.
Lesbian.
By the way, you will hear Leviathan talking sometimes.
Fair enough.
So wait, since you're the lady lord of this place, you have to stay here and rule the kingdom.
I do.
It's good that you
Aw,
stay here though.
Bummer. You're gonna miss out on all the cool adventures, but at least you'll be safe.
No,
Yeah.
but here's the thing. It's not really the end for her. Because the last thing the real Allium did was sent
The guard. I have people to protect.
Yeah. And I was told, well, we were there, there's so much spores spewing everywhere.
That's true.
So maybe you could use some thingamajigs to help stop that.
I will do my best. I am supposed to protect this land. Taka kind of just looks at her as he kind of nods a little bit. She nods back. It's clearly Techno trusts her. And now Eli's just standing there staring at the pin that Techno gave him, which means that Eli's the general now.
Oh shit.
And he just looks at Techno. He's like, no, I can't. I'm not. And Techno goes, you almost killed me when you were 11, I was 10. Calm down. You can do it. You can almost kill me, who was a demigod at the time. That you could kill anything.
Wait, hold on, you're a god? Clearly
dad.
Maurice
What
wasn't
did we
really
just
paying
establish?
attention.
My
Yeah,
dad was the
Maurice-
blood god. He was my dad.
My husband's a god. Oh wait, I'm becoming a god. We're gods together, and we have a little moth boy.
Yeah. Fucking Spitfire, when Techno agrees to that, Spitfire's face just gets really red. He's like,
Maurice is like,
We have a little moth boy.
her eyes are going every which direction. Clearly she was very selective when it came to
to what was
paying
happening.
attention. Yep.
Techno's like, I couldn't tell you guys because he didn't want me to. He didn't want anyone knowing he had a son.
Wait, so the
creepazoid the horror thing is your dad?
Yes, he was. I didn't know until I was around 16, 17. When he
He's freaky.
when he shoved me back into my body, he gave me a little bit too much of his power without knowing it. I knew I was strong enough to kill him now. I didn't want him, you know, I wanted to be in control of myself. And when I was doing what I did, he kind of looks at the blood mess that's in the fucking castle right now that has that crystal in the middle of it. He just goes, I couldn't control how violent I was being. And that's why I asked what my name was when I was trying to deem her a lady. I know who I am now. I just felt like I was still Canik, I guess. You
Well,
both start feeling something. A smell of rot and decay. And you sound a little glittering as you hear two portals open up behind you. And you hear
come
two
on, not the
voices.
bitch.
You hear two voices, and one going, "You're a little shit." And when you turn around, you see two alliums, and one's cowering away as his soul's blue, as he just stares. And you see the red one's like, "You did this to everyone. You're a rapist. You know what you are." And he's trying to blame everything that he did onto the blue part. And it's clearly working as the blue part's shaking. And the blue part, his arms are stuck in a position towards like his chest. There's no wings like the other one, and part of like his that ring is breaking apart.
What is
So he's clearly
happening?
broken. And all you hear from your dad is fuck it. As you watch your dad rips that part of the soul out of his own. And you kind of notice that on the back of his shoulder is a very similar butterfly. He's a celestial. He gets part of that power. As he rips off this part of the soul, and it starts crying like a baby, like a small infant. And when it turns into an orb, it shoots into the other blue part, and you watch as these wings come out of it, and these souls start to colorize before they go into their respective things. It's clear the red part belongs in the beyond because that is Colossal's soul. That's part of it. But you watch resurrection open up for Allie, for the blue part of Allie. So clearly he's not to blame because Colossal did those things. And the universe believes that as well. And as this little blue orb goes into Allium, wings come out. Instead of them being white and gold like the other one, who's getting his colors back, they're black and silver. And the other one goes, "Oh, look at that. Can't even keep a pretty face of wings." And Allium goes, "I don't want to be gold and white. That's what you are." Like, but you're Allium. That's what you look like. And you just hear him go, "I'm not Allium. You took that from me. I will never be Allium. You take names from everyone else. You're Lady Decay. You killed Fenric's personality because you won't let him have control. You took Allium's name and you took Asher. Those are their names, and you took them from us." And you kind of hear, Spitfire looks at him and goes, "You took my dad's name? You don't get to control this anymore." I notice other still kind of laughs and then looks at this empty crystal. And says, "You're a machine doll. That crystal only believes there's two rightful souls to it. Whatever soul gets that crystal first, it gets to live again." As it whispers that, you see the terror that enters Allie's eyes, and Allium. So now the differentiation. Allie is the good part, Allium is the bad part. As Allie panics a little bit and he stares at the crystal and they both go to move. But another thought. Phobos runs and grabs this crystal and sees both of them standing there. You hold this crystal, and as you do, you know exactly what this is. This is the first ever machine doll that you are holding in your hand. As you stare at Allie and Allium, they just stare at you. They both stare at you. Allium looks angry, but Allie kind of just seems proud of you. He looks so proud of you and what you've become. And as this happened, You get a little flashback, but not to your own memory.
Oh.
You see Allium, but you don't see Allium. You see Allium's dad and his mother, a woman who is an angel, um, holding this infant that's not breathing. As this man is shaking and he's staring, he looks human. He seems human. As he's shaking and staring at the baby, and the mom just drops it and walks away. Just walks away into the house that they seem to be living in. And you see Allium's father, Leviathan. His name is Leviathan, you know that. She walks away and Leviathan grabs this baby. And you watch as he kills an innocent person and then brings it into the house and starts making a machine doll. Allium's human half that walks around is someone's dead body that's sewn up, and you see the bird cage being made, and you see the crystal being made for the first time. And then you see these metal bits and the eyes being attached to it a bit. And he's clearly making this out of pieces of creatures and items and stuff. As he puts this crystal that is holding a baby's soul into the cage, and it snaps into place. And then this, because he's still like he looks like a toddler, crying, it comes to life, and you now understand that Leviathan couldn't handle Allium being a miscarriage.
I thought it was a stillborn.
He was technically a stillborn, but he was stillborn because they have to get the baby out still if you have a miscarriage.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But he
That
was
makes
far
sense.
enough along to be a fetus.
A child.
Yeah. And you watch as Allium grows up to the age of 5. He seems really happy with his dad. His dad's constantly, teaching him things. His dad calls him Allie. You see Allium's sister. She's an angel as she's working alongside their mother who's injecting someone. Someone familiar. Familiar because you've seen his file and his picture. As you see Sebastian being turned into what he was. You see something
friend.
being turned into goop and having eyes covered on it as it seems to be a laboratory.
Ew.
And Allium seems afraid whenever she's near his mother. She's hidden. You see her hit him and push him aside and starve him because he doesn't really need to eat because he's a machine doll. But obviously, she doesn't care enough about him to even try to get him to eat or do anything like that. Before Allium wakes up to his dad's corpse in his room being murdered, and his mom standing above it covered in blood. And behind his mom is his sister, who is holding something. I think my brain made it a bow. So she's holding a bow, and she kills Alan's mother. And when Alan is found, he's dragged to the orphanage at the age of 5 years old. He spends 5 years there, and you see your own father come down, kneel with him. He goes, "They couldn't find my parents. What about you?" And Alan goes, "They died. That's all." And like this part of his thing is broken. You see your dad, heal it. As you see more of it, you see him grow up and how he gets adopted by Michael and how he's starting to learn from Agate, how much she adored him, how much she loves him. Um, Before meeting your dad again, because your dad got adopted before he did. And you also see Spitfire's dad following Michael around with a chain on his neck.
Oh, poor baby.
Before, Allium talks to your dad. You see your dad and Allium's wedding, the music of that in the favorites album area. That song is playing on their wedding.
Oh.
Your dad hurting Allium by cheating. Then you watch as Allium looks at Colossal and Colossal looks at him and goes, "I can fix your broken heart. Let's just make a deal. All I want is a friend." And Allium accepts that deal. And that's as you watch, and as the red starts to take over a little bit. It's there. You guys can chat
Whoa.
amongst yourself. I need to grab the other cutscene music.
Phobos, what did you just witness?
You are out of that specific flashback. You will get another one in a moment.
Phobos?
Oh, fuck.
Maurice walks over and just puts a hand on your shoulder and just says,
What did you just witness?
You were You're not alive? You're a machine?
Partially.
Wait, what?
All you hear from Allium Soul is kind of. I mean, I'm a living soul. The baby soul is still aged, but
Obviously.
he
I'll
could.
do you proud, Pa.
He just smiles
That's
at you before
cool.
you get hit into another flash. And in this
That's all I
flash, you're seeing like you're in a perspective that you're in the crystal,
Oop,
and
I
you
am the
see
crystal.
Allium's soul, and like standing at an edge of the crystal with his hands in the front. As you see the other Allium's soul, kind of he looks demented as his neck snapped and stuff, and his arms aren't fully attached anymore. Like he looks broken up into pieces, not like he does now, but he's staring at that as this should play, please, Meshi.
Magic.
Oh my god.
The sounds of this voice comes from behind, from that Allium, as Allium breathes, like Ali breathes heavily as your dad looks at him and goes, "She's pregnant. We're having a baby. I want you to help." And that red looks like it gets stronger as he becomes a little dimmer. And it progresses. You see yourself growing up through Allium's eyes, how loving he is. But you also see that time when he leaves the house, he gets shoved to the ground by the other Allium, and that one's touching the side of the crystal and is in control. And someone dies. As he's trying to protect these people from himself now. He's constantly fighting with himself, trying to do the right thing. As this other version of Allium is getting put together more. You see Colossal standing in front of him and telling him what to do. You can hear Colossal saying, "If they show up here, kill them." When you like, this is by like the time like you guys were not there. As this keeps going on, he's constantly fighting himself. And in that moment where it's them, like you guys fighting, and he breaks your wings, like on Maurice's wings, it's clearly the Red in control.
The people you call friends are like puppets on a string.
Him manipulating everyone around Allium as he shoves, Phobos' mom into the beyond. It was the red one. You can see as you guys come in, Allium in control and still fighting a little bit. This is how it's going on through his eyes. He's just fighting constantly. As he tries to get away from, being consumed by the red. Not letting you imagine them fighting still. Before it kind of turns to that time where he's making dinner. He seems to be fighting, like he's running to him, he's running, but the body is cooking. Before it goes to the blue, and the blue's in control, and he's serving everyone. He's sitting there, he's playing with that ring on his hand, slowly taking it off as he looks at Astrid as they're just getting thrown. And it continues on where he's saving Dean Nikes. You could see him, like, chains touch towards the red one, and he's trapped as he says this. Leviathan coming out, Leviathan, showing the suit off before Colossal shows and he gets stronger and those chains starting to snap. And as this happens, Colossal's voice, and all around Allium, the alley, is all these voices telling him these things as these chains are starting to combine him. This is when Colossal snapped his soul out of existence. And he's stuck in the own crystal as he's shaking and trying to get out, but he can't. He's chained to the ground, bleeding, as Phobos, Dionychus, Colossal himself, and a little bit Athena are like forcing him down as he's seeing that version of himself is in control. As they're fighting with Techno and not letting his child live and stuff like that. It's him watching it, and as the fight's going on and the body is dying, Ali is singing this part as he's shaking and trying, like he's not fighting for control anymore, he's shaking because he can't. He's just in chains, and He looks up at the screen as Technoblade is slaughtering him, basically. He's seeing it's just coated in red. As the soul split out of the crystal, he's staring as the red soul is still fighting to stay in the crystal. Hence why you saw Ali, the trapped king, next to it. And as this happens, it's the soul cutting out fully, and that's it. You now know what was going on through his head this entire time. That was always him trying to fight to keep everyone safe.
God damn. Hey.
Phobos, you are standing there, and it feels like time slows down, that everything is getting quieter and numbed out. And you have a decision. You now understand that whoever you give this to gets to be in the crystal and live again. Ali will go to resurrection. He will live again. But Allium, he'll go to the beyond. But he's part of Colossal.
Fucking what the hell would we give it to Allium, man?
If you put Allium in the crystal, there's a possibility that he'll never come back. He needs an organic body to come back. But same thing with Ali. If you put him in the crystal, you have to wait until you find something organic to put his body into. So this is your choice. You put Ali or Allium in the crystal.
Without hesitation, Phobos runs over to Ali.
You kind of hear the other one grimace. He's like, and Ali's touches, like before he goes into the crystal, he grabs your shoulder. He's like, "You really are the child I never got to have." So
I'll be you
proud of you.
proud, Dad.
As he speaks out, and he kind of leans closer to you. He's like, "Also, I didn't like that marriage because I'm gay." And then he goes into the crystal.
Yeah, I'm very aware of that.
Fucking the other soul. Oh, community. He goes into the thing. He's like, he looks at Colossal and goes,
him.
"You." And Colossal's like, "What? You think you're not getting a body? What?" And you see the beyond latch itself onto that part of Colossal's soul and shapes into allium as it goes into the beyond. And that closes. And you just see the resurrection person just go, like, because they have a skull and stuff on their head. You'll see them in better views. They just stare at you and they go, and then close the gate. They shrug at you.
Okay, whatever.
And close the gate. And now,
You guys have drama? Cool.
cool, okay, I don't care. But yeah, you are now the owner of Allium's soul. You are now holding his machine doll crystal. And you feel like he's closer to you constantly. And now you just have to find an organic body to put him in. Then you can have Allium again. Your dad will resurrect, but only when you choose him to.
Techno, Spitfire, can I have a
Both of them hug you.
hug?
When Spitfire accidentally touches the crystal, all you feel is just you, Phobos, hear his voice go, "Oh yeah, and I know you don't like your wings." And his wings shift to Fenric's wings to that color, and Spitfire doesn't understand why they shifted to that, but he seems happy that he doesn't have his mother's wings anymore. They're still dusty and stuff, but they're clear now. When the light hits them, a rainbow shines through them. His gaze showing through.
It's gay.
Phobos, you feel stronger than you did before. But you also feel another soul with you. When you look at the axe that you took from Techno, it looks different. And it has a soul in it.
Oh.
You now have your soul-binded legendary weapons. By soul-binded, I mean it chose to become legendary because you had an emotional moment with it.
Hey, Jack, you're not able to get your axe back.
He's like, "It's
this
fine.
thing connected itself to me."
You now have your legendary weapon, the Axe of Peace. That's what it looks like.
If that's what you call an emotional moment, then I am not fucking prepared for mine.
Oh, I love it.
That is the Axe of Peace.
What is it?
Badass.
Oh, wait.
That's what it fucking is.
Sorry, my bad. I'm not in the stream. There it is. Oh,
that is now on my back at all times.
Yep. And that is your second legendary weapon. You get 3. Um, as you feel yourself getting stronger, you feel like a part of you is
Uh-oh.
dying.
Oh god.
Oh God is right. As you hear someone fall from a portal,
Hmm.
and just as the Beyond is closing, the Beyond back opens back up, and Klaus is like, "This is great timing." As he kind of crawls out, and Ryan's having a seizure as he's drowning in his own blood, and he looks terrible. He's dying. And it seems like his body was prolonging itself because he was in Eggets Paradise, and he can't die there. So he's kind of just he's gonna die. It's obvious he's on the brink of death, and that's why you feel so strong. And Colossus is like, I'm just gonna need that heart of yours. As he tries to like grab at Ryan and see Agat's hand, grab his hand, and it's like a part of light flashes in her hands. His hands are like disappear because they're made of death. She is life. She could just kill death immediately if she wanted to. So his hands disappear, and the Beyond is trying to lynch his back way up there, but it's taking a little bit because he's really fucking tall. So it's taking a bit. Folks, you notice Ryan's looking at you, and she's like, his blood is foaming on his mouth, it's falling out. And he pulls his shirt down a bit, and he starts ripping into his own flesh, and ripping out his bone before like exposing his heart and grabbing at it, and ripping it out of his body and offering it to you. He wants you to eat his heart before Colossal can.
Without
Colossal can take
hesitation,
it.
Phobos grabs it and consumes it. No.
It actually tastes like
You're-
really good. It tastes like your favorite food. It tastes delicious.
Oh.
And as you eat the soul, you feel every part of your soul. You feel how far away the dead souls of the old gods of death. You feel the death serpent's soul. You could feel fucking Jonathan's soul because there you could feel Anubis. You could feel Anubis how he just sits in fucking Amaris's soul. Like he's sitting inside.
He has his own little mini dimension, which is a library, and he loves reading and sitting by
Yeah,
his
his
fireplace.
soul sits inside your soul. That's where his library is. In your soul. So
Yep. He's
Um,
doing his own thing, man.
you could feel
He's
how
only
far
my
away they
familiar
are.
on accident.
You can understand everything, and you understand that Colossal Soul is just the remnant left behind in Ecuador's heart. That's all he is a remnant. He is not at all a god or a demigod or a piece of a god. He's just a remnant. Which means he can die.
Good to know.
You now understand everything about everyone. You know you can ask me where anyone lives, you can ask me where any souls are, anything like that. You are the god of death. You've entered godhood, just like Techno did. As Ryan's body just sits there. And Colossus goes, fuck's sake! Crawls back into his thing, he's pouting. He's upset. He just lost two souls. He lost the soul, he was trying to take Allie's soul as well. If you, by the way, if you chose to put Allium into the crystal instead of Allie, he would have taken Allie's soul anyway. He wouldn't have cared what Resurrection wanted. So you saved Allie's soul, so he didn't get that. He didn't get fucking Dionysus' soul. He didn't get fucking Leviathan's soul, and he didn't fucking get the heart that he wanted. So he's having a time. He just closes the portal and he's gone. And you feel your soul, that part of your soul, just sit in the core. And you can tell how far away from him. He's in the core. All right.
I'm extremely lightheaded now.
Real life or what?
Phobos.
Oh, Phobos. Check out. Yeah, I noticed that happened with me too. I think it's a godhood thing.
I don't like it.
Wait, where are we right now? We still in the castle?
You're still in the castle.
Okay, cool. Maurice has found popcorn and she's eating it.
Lovely.
Casually, just this is a good
You get a
show.
choice. There's a choice. So either you choose it now to do a side quest, or you go into the next place, which is Void of the Stars, and then do the side quest. So it could be.
Stars.
Let's go do side quests to calm our brains. Yay?
Okay, that's fair.
Because you will go into the Void of the Stars either way. It's just Meridian lays in front of you, and everyone gets on. It has everyone here.
Yippee!
Agate just seems to take Ryan's body.
Ow.
And you kind of see Ryan's soul stare at you, and he smiles at you as if you just put him out of his misery and he just fades away. And you could feel his soul fade, and then all the way in void for some reason. His soul sits in void. So does Icrador's and Egrador's, and you feel Asher, Spitfire's dad, as well, as if he's part of your soul in some way. And he's also in void, which is his where Spitfire grew up. That's Spitfire's homeland. So
Interesting.
now you could choose. You can go to
Interesting.
hell, you can go to Eden, you can go to heaven, or you can go here, which you've already been here.
Where is that? That was Eden.
Friday Freddy
Was
one.
that side quest?
Friday Freddy's is in heaven, and you have
Okay,
two
we're
walk
going
around
there,
quests in there. But I know that you guys want to do the walking around quest in Eden and here, which are the two horror ones.
Yeah, let's do the FNAF one first.
Okay. Oops. 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 Techno, where are you? Go away. Yeah, within a minute you're in front of this abandoned building. And you have to, and the building is giant. So it's every single
Ooh.
pizzeria built into one. And you can feel so many souls, Phobos, here. And they're
There's a
not
lot
regular
of
souls. They're restless
souls here.
souls, which means they don't get to move on until their souls are put to rest.
Hey, Maurice, we're gonna be seeing a lot of dead people. There's a bunch of restless souls in here.
There's just
Sorry,
a
give me one
fog
moment.
coming out of it.
As soon as you say, "Hey, I'm Maurice," I think that you turn to her, right? Look her
Yeah.
direction when you talk. Yeah, okay. You notice that she's still holding the bowl of popcorn, and then she was mid licking her thumb from the popcorn dust. And
Really?
then all you hear is a mouth full of food saying, I'm not gonna know who's alive or not.
Well, Phobos can tell you,
Nope, you're not. I can tell you.
because they get to see the difference of what souls look like to regular humans. They can see the translucentness about them.
I can't.
Yeah, you can't because you're not. They're not deaf.
I'll confirm
They
who's
got
alive and
privileges.
who's dead to you, okay?
The only difference is I face through them.
Yeah, you do. You also everyone can see this the black fog, and Phobos, you would know this because you have all the knowledge of the god of death needs. This is
Aha.
restless soul fog. Fog that are in places where souls cannot be put to rest until something happens.
Oh, fuck me. I have a funny feeling we're gonna need to put these souls to rest.
Would you like to go inside?
Phobos walks in.
When you walk into the front door,
Can I still
and
eat my popcorn?
yes, you can.
Yay!
Your dad just goes, "Good, eat popcorn." He's where you got the popcorn from.
Oh, and the mom, like both of them, just simultaneously, just.
I'm gonna go.
This is where Maurice got the popcorn. Like, ooh, drama. Here's popcorn. That's how that's
Yep.
who they got it from.
When you walk into this building, all of a sudden all the lights turn on. It sounds like this place is in operation again. There's lights, and you can hear things singing and the moving of the animatronics. You know this is an animatronic building. Your parents took you here when you were 8. It's where you had your 8th birthday, Maurice.
Oh.
Phobos, your 8th birthday happened in Allium's castle. You broke a lot of things that day. Because your parents wanted you to have a giant birthday, and that's the biggest place they could have found.
Chaos.
Yeah, you broke a lot of Allium's
Mom,
things that day.
Dad?
What?
He didn't care though.
I don't want to be here.
I don't want to be here either, kiddo. I didn't know that this place would have shut down like this. It shut down when you were 16, so 8 years after your birthday.
On?
I don't know, kiddo. And when you walk into this place, you see souls of children. Kind of next to animatronics that are moving around. You see, the first set of animatronics you see, there are 4 stages, I think. There's 4 stages. Fuck you. There's the first animatronics you see are the first game. The second game is the toys. The third one is not Fredbear because he's suited. Sister Location. So baby's up there.
Oh, lovely.
Is that Freddy? And the fourth one is the rock stars. or the
Weird
security brief one.
range of different style animatronics.
Probably what they added over the years until it eventually just went completely bankrupt and closed.
Yeah,
Probably, but there's children next to every single one of these
Yeah,
animatronics.
trust me, I can see that.
Some of the children are crying, and some of them are holding themselves. With one of them, specifically, Funtime Freddy with Bon Bon, you see a dad, an adult man, holding an infant who's crying, and he's holding it, and he seems almost angry.
Like me in my asshole.
So that if for implication reasons, Bon Bon is the infant.
Mm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and as you continue around,
Well,
seeing all these kids and stuff, you get met with another animatronic. This one's a cat. Its fur looks like its fur type texture. Is looks like mint ice cream as it gets in your face. Like, you want a mint? You sound like you want a mint. And you see a
no, thank
woman,
you.
a 16-year-old girl who has a stab mark in her wound, and she stares at you. This,
Oh, hi, ma'am. Are you attached to this animatronic?
yeah, unfortunately,
What's your name, miss?
my name's Amethyst. I didn't.
Nice to meet you. I'm Phobos. This is Amaris. We're the only two who can see you.
Oh, okay. If
Everyone else
you
only sees the animatronic.
just be careful, it's not safe.
We will.
And she kind of just stares off into the distance at the children.
So I
Um,
have a funny feeling we might need to figure out what happened to these kids.
yep. If you want to roll perception, you can see if there's any other animatronics in this room.
Doing it.
Oh, I got a 7. I'm blind.
I got a 15.
I'm blind like normal.
Maurice, you notice that there's a child. He has a bite mark around his head, and it's bleeding down his face as he's crying. Next to this
I'm gonna go
present box,
towards the child.
and there's also a adult next to this really coffee-colored cat speaker gamer looking animatronic who seems to be walking around the arcades looking for someone. And next to him is a man that has like large dragon wings and horns, and his body's a pure black as he kind of walks around with it like he's being dragged
Gold, what are
around.
you doing here?
What?
It's not purple.
He's not purple.
Oh, interesting. Never
Is
mind.
it dark?
He's pure black. The only thing that glows on him is the tips of his horns, tips of his wings, the tip of his tail, that's a dragon tail, and his eyes and his tongue. Which, if you obviously,
That's dark.
Sora won't know that, but Shadow, this is Shadow, which is my
Oh,
OC.
Shadow. That's his
Yeah.
fucking name.
The Shadow, and the first one you saw was Amethyst, which means got friends. So yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go towards the crying child.
Okay. And when you go towards the crying child, the music box is slowly winding. It's like constantly winding. And when you do that, the box opens and a puppet comes out and it's stringed up, and it looks at you and goes. It doesn't say anything, but it looks at you before dipping its hand in and grabbing a plushie. This plushie is what's your favorite animatronic?
My favorite animatronic?
Yeah, what's your favorite animatronic? It's a plushie of your favorite animatronic.
Don't hate me, but I really do love Springtrap.
It's a Spring Bonnie one because
Yeah,
you get
the original, obviously.
a golden rabbit stuffed animal before it dips back in, and you see the kid kind of just holding himself.
Hi, are you okay?
Mhm. Also with baby, the person that's standing with it looks to be around 10.
Mm-hmm.
The little girl that's standing in front of it.
Can you tell me your name?
My name is David.
David. Okay, my name's Amaris.
That's cool.
Phobos wanders over to Alma. Hi. I'm Phobos.
Hi. He's kind of just holding himself.
Are you hurt?
I guess so. It makes sense if I was. You can see how these kids died. Most of them have stab wounds and stuff. Because they're restless, you could see what they look like before they died. The one on the stage, by the way, her face is torn apart, and so the rest of like part of her limbs, like she got like pulled into something and it ripped her apart.
Can you
Fill me in on what happened here.
Um, Dad, Dad couldn't handle it. He can't handle it. He, after everything, he can't. It seems that he can't fully direct it, but you know that his dad did something.
Your dad? Is he the reason all these kids are dead?
hmm I tried helping,
Oh,
but I can't.
it's okay.
Um,
We'll fix it, I promise.
what's your favorite animatronic next?
Uh, who do I like the most?
Is it Freddy
Moon.
Fazballs? Oh,
Oh,
It can be any animatronic you want.
need a moon drop.
The puppet comes out again, stares at you, and then goes in, pulls out a little plushie of a moon animatronic looking thing, and
Ooh.
hands it to you, and then dips back
Oh,
in.
thank you.
We're all on protocol programming. Please get out of here before it turns night. That's all he says to you as his eyes just stare at you.
that's not creepy at all.
And then
We'll be
he's
Mother
just,
okay, kid, I
says with her
promise.
mouth full, still with popcorn. She's still eating it. She's not stopping.
that's fine.
We'll
Um,
be okay, kid.
you can
We've got
talk,
some powerful people here.
you can talk to the thing that's walking around.
Sure, why not?
Let's go get punched in the face. Hey!
When you, when you see it, the
It's a
animatronic shifts around. It's like, you want any games or are you adults? If you're adults, I can give you some coffee because I got some. And his stomach opens up. You see a fucking coffee machine. He's
Ooh,
like, what type of coffee would you like?
mocha?
Hey, Dad, they got coffee.
Coffee? He's like, okay.
Can I
And when
have
he
the
pulls it
mocha?
out, it's a perfect mocha. It's not old or anything like that. He's like, my name's
Ooh.
Mocha. This is Mocha.
Oh, that's
His
nice.
name is Mocha. He's like a cat-like animatronic. And the one that,
Thank you for the coffee.
like, the one that has Amethyst Soul in it, which is part of Shadow's family, um, is called Minty Mittens. And they just hand out mints, clearly.
Hey,
Um,
Tech, Spitfire, you guys want some coffee? This animatronic produces it. Takes a
Spitfire
sip.
kind of goes over. It tastes great. Everything, like, as you guys are drinking this coffee,
Oh,
it tastes really good. And you see Minty Mittens go up to Spitfire, not Spitfire, Techno, and throw mints at him. He's like, you stink. Anyway, and walks away. And Techno goes, I.
he's kind
Bruce
of
just
dead. No
breaks out
kidding.
laughing.
I
Um,
was just snickering at it.
you kind of notice the soul that's standing next to is kind of waiting to walk around again.
Hey,
Are
are you
you
alright?
waiting, sir?
Why does it matter to you?
I'm trying to figure out what happened here,
Out?
dumbass.
Well, you can blame my younger brother for that.
Okay, well, could you elaborate?
Can't fully elaborate. Curse on this place doesn't let me. He didn't kill me. I died on my own, but our dad, he trapped our brother's soul into something, and now we're all stuck here.
I see.
Was it the crying child that we just talked to, David?
No,
That your
that's that's my nephew that I never got to meet. He died when he was 5. Got bitten by an animatronic
Hmm.
that was made here. Some Fredbear or some shit like that. I don't know. I was away with my own kids. We're dead now.
Hmm.
He seems angry.
Okay, can you tell me who
It's
you're
pure anger.
looking for?
That I'm looking for? I have to follow this animatronic around.
Oh,
Let's get out of here before the
We
lights turn off.
will be
Can't
fine.
exactly control ourselves when we're angry.
We'll be okay. I promise.
I'm gonna go talk to the main Fazbear
Oh,
group.
Freddy? Which Freddy? There's multiple Freddys.
I meant the original.
Okay, so
And
your
I'm
original
one.
Freddy? Blah, 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 blah.
I
Um,
said group.
so it's just the original group in general.
Yes.
Yeah,
Those fellow summers.
the kids seem meek a little bit as one has like a little there's Pirates Cove, by the way, is somewhere else. It's Pirates Cove and the place where Mangle would be, Funtime Foxy, Lolbit, all of them would have their own room. So you could talk to them a bit.
The fox's den.
Yeah, basically it's a fox's den. That's what it's labeled above their room there. Fox's den. Um and so basically Bonnie's soul, he's all kind of crinkled up and he seems like he's ready to run like immediately while Same thing with the rest of them.
Surprised
They all
that
seem not
none
to
of
want to
these
be near
kids
you
get
at all.
surprised.
And all these
I'm
people, all
surprised
these
that none
kids
of
are
these kids
stabbed.
get surprised then. Oh,
All of them have stab
oh,
wounds.
Well
hello.
then.
Hi. I
What's your name?
don't want to talk about it. They all seem kind of quiet.
It's okay. You don't have to tell me.
The one
We're
in
safe, I
Freddy is a little
promise.
girl.
Oh,
What?
Freddy's a little girl. Leave her alone.
Okay.
this is based off of Vin's headcanons.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The little girl
That's
seems
okay.
angry and hesitant to even be near you, as the others are
That's
kind of.
okay. My name is Amaris.
I'm
This,
Phobos.
yeah, this is Phobos. And we just want to know what happened, and we just want to help.
The yellow rabbit.
Yellow rabbit?
Yeah, that's all the little girl says before she starts rocking herself a little bit. They're kind of
Is
between
it
the
this?
ages of like 4 to 7.
I grabbed the stuffy that I was handed, and I show.
All
Is
of
it
them
this?
freak out and hide inside the animatronics. You see their souls become little balls.
I throw the stuffy away immediately.
Just whoop.
Okay, so look
Okay.
for an animatronic that looks like that.
We won't find that because that is the oldest animatronic. That is
Storage room?
Storage room.
Storage room.
I know where that is because I like to wander when I was a kid.
Well, lead the way.
I lead the way to the storage room.
When you get to the store, as you're walking to the storage room, you see a daycare sign.
Ooh.
And you
Oh,
see,
I
of
want to see
course,
where
the
this moon
fox's
ant thing
den.
is from.
You kind of
I want to
when
find the murderer before exploring a little bit more there. Phobos.
you go to the storage room.
So... Okay, sweet. Storage room.
When you enter the storage room, there's these broken versions of the first animatronics. And there's kids' souls, and in front of Withered Bonnie, the child in front of it is just a jaw, and it's slumped a little bit.
Whoa.
The other, like whatever happened to the Withers happened to the children. They're mutilated.
Ooh.
The broken fox, obviously, and stuff like that. But these kids are kind of just they're live. They can talk to you, but they're clearly damaged and hurt, and like whoever killed them did not take mercy onto them.
Oh, you poor thing.
These poor kids.
I'm so sorry. We're trying to find the golden bunny.
He the one that's just the jaw is trying to talk before the one that's with withered fox. He goes, he walks around. Plus, he hasn't been the one killing people lately. He's all maybe part of that person, but the person does it. He does it. He walks around. It's not the yellow rabbit anymore.
The person inside is the killer.
Yeah, the yellow rabbit didn't choose this, but neither did he. He seems just as restless as us, but he can't stop being aggressive.
Understood.
Where can we find the currently off yellow rabbit? Because I'm pretty sure it's pretty
He will
damaged.
be in the daycare. He likes staying there. It gives him comfort.
Got it.
Cool. Thank you. Trust me. We're gonna make this place better. I don't want to see any more suffering kids.
I feel like we're gonna see suffering kids in every single animatronic.
So would you like to go into the fox's den or daycare?
Daycare. I
Daycare.
want to punch this murderer.
Off to the daycare.
We go to the daycare. There's two animatronics because for me, sun and moon can be two different people, and when they combine, then they're clips. There's also a dog animatronic that's sitting and wagging its tail. It seems to be like supposed to be a service dog for kids in case they had that type of need. And inside that animatronic, you see a dog soul next to it. It's wagging its tail as it stares at it's staring at the moon creature that you're having. And there's this guy who's pink. He's wearing an officer uniform.
Oh, Richard. Sorry.
Yep. And the dog's just staring at him.
It's his dog.
Yeah, and the dog has its own vest that says service dog and also canine unit on it. Do not pet. As
I know the vest says I don't pet, but can I pet the ghost dog?
if you want to pet the ghost dog, you can. He's not really working because his owner's dead.
I pet the ghost dog.
Okay, you pet him. He kind of licks you a little bit, and he seems happy
Oh,
as he
sit
just
up, honey,
stares at
baby.
the officer, and
No
then
fair. I can't pet ghost dog.
I give it pets for you.
Thank you.
and in the sun animatronic, it looks the person's purple. Um, they look like a woman, but they also don't act like a woman at the same time. But like they're kind of just standing there, walking around with the sun animatronic. Um,
Hmm.
this is Crystal, by the way, which is your obviously. Um, as they're walking around, kind of, and the moon one's kind of just sitting on the playpens and stuff like that.
Oh, they clearly haven't noticed us yet, so we're just gonna enter.
When you enter,
Um.
the sun immediately gets to your face. It's like, you here for playtime?
Oh, no,
Wow.
we're all adults.
Oh,
I'm not. I'm a kid.
You're
are you
18,
looking for
technically
a
you're an
lost
adult.
child? We can help you find a child.
No.
He's starting to glitch as the moon one kind of slumps. He goes, and kind of stares at you. He seems to not really look at it as the guy just walks over. He seems docile. The animatronic doesn't seem
We're
to like that you're there.
we're looking for a yellow rabbit.
Yellow rabbit. Huh.
He should be an animatronic like you all.
Both the animatronics just stare at you as the souls look at you.
Do you guys happen to know where that might be?
Yeah, the spring trap, as most people call him now, was Spring Bonnie. He holds half of our brother's soul. The half that was sane, the other half not. Our dad trapped.
Yeah, he's who we're looking for.
You'll see him slumped over by the employee's desk. He doesn't move much anymore. Doesn't like it much. He's in control of the rabbit suit all the time.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, at least he'll be docile.
Yep.
I want to play in that place so bad.
We can play in it after.
I wish that was there when I was 8.
It was.
No, it wasn't. I didn't know.
When
Whatever.
this place has been like this for years.
All right.
You have seen them work in working operation, and you saw those animatronics in working operation, Spring Bonnie and Fredbear, but they're not
Okay.
anymore. It was before all the
Okay,
incidents
then.
happened.
Okie dokie.
I just jumped a burp out of me.
when you go over, you kind of see it slumped and it's all burned apart, and you see the corpse inside of it rotting, and it stinks.
Ooh.
Feels like rotten corpse. And next to it, you see what looks to be an adult, but he's trembling. He's holding himself, and he looks terrified.
Sir? You okay?
Kind of moves away from you a bit because he can move away from the suit. He's like, "Don't go near me. You should leave. You need to leave, please."
Well, we're trying to figure out what happened and trying to put all these restless souls to, rest.
I lost my mind, and when I died in the suit, Dad, he found me and he pulled half my body out. You can only see half the corpse in there. Now it walks around restless as me, and all it does wants is death, and all it does is kill. I'm sorry. He's panicking. He doesn't want this to happen because he feels like he's doing it because it's his other half that's doing it.
It's okay. We're gonna make everything right, I promise you. We're gonna help put you to rest.
He's crying and he's just, I watched all my children die and then I lost control.
We're gonna help put them to rest.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And he just sits there. He's like, it walks around. It's most likely watching you, waiting to kill you.
Okay. Hey,
Well,
Hal.
it can't really kill the god of death, so.
Kind of just sits there.
Already
You've exhausted
dead.
his dialogue.
Damn.
All right.
Dialogue exhausted.
Let's go set up camp inside this building.
Alright. Well, yeah, we're gonna have to wait till nighttime because that's when these guys get a bit hostile.
Yep.
That's when we're gonna be able to deal with it.
If you want to explore the
Can
Fox's
we explore
den,
the
you
fox
can.
den in the meantime?
Yeah.
Explore it. You kind of, it's like, you notice that in this one particular body, seems to be a little boy. He seems a little erratic, like it's a little bit. And as the animatronic, makes jokes with the Funtime Foxy. They seem to know each other, even the souls, and the souls are holding each other. And then you see Foxy, and in Foxy's thing, it's a 20-year-old man who
What?
is wearing a security guard cap, and he's kind of just staring at the ground. And then you notice something on the ceiling. It's mixed with organs and parts and stuff. And you kind of see a teenager that looks around 15. His skin's all purpled out and stuff like that. He just looks pissed off. He got Mike and Michael in the same room. Um, as the animatronics kind of notice you, some of them making jokes, and the one that's in Pirate Cove, Foxy, is kind of just sitting with a bucket of like a treasure chest of gold in front of him.
I directly speak to the souls. I see. I'm gonna be honest before you continue. I'm actually surprised on how not surprised the souls are that we can communicate with them and see them.
It's with their process, they're kind of still alive. They think they're alive, but they know they're not. It's a weird thing. So they think that you guys are seeing them, so it's just giving them more hope that they're alive, which is unfortunate.
Why do you have a security guard outfit on, sir?
Because I died here. Fucking job.
How?
Look,
Why would you work in a place like this?
Look, when you are too fucking stupid because of brain injury from this thing, he points to the animatronic, when you're little, we work at the stupid place that you got bit, even though it's dangerous. Just like that weird thing in the security office with a phone for a head. I don't even know.
Phone for a head?
Yeah. Fucking weirdo. You know? Anyway, I'm gonna.
I feel like I shouldn't be surprised. Wait, are you human, sir?
Oh, yeah, I'm human. Why?
Oh.
A lot of humans work here. Well, some demons and stuff like that.
Humans.
Although I hate humans. Oh, that's sad.
Aaron,
I'm human.
Extinct. Almost.
Well, I guess immortality makes me less human, huh?
Yeah.
Aaron sits on a table. Fucking bitch.
We'll get your mortality back, bud. Don't worry.
Just honks.
I'll make you die.
What?
I'm the god of death now, bud. I'll make you die if you want.
How that works. I need to be alive until my child dies, at least.
Fair enough.
Don't worry about it. So the one that's kind of standing next to Foxy kind of sits down on the edge. He's like, "What, you gonna take our treasure?"
No, we're just trying to figure out how to put all your guys' souls to rest.
Oh, that'd be dope. I could go do something with my life. Not really, probably not.
I don't know, you might go to Resurrection.
We're about to set up camp to sleep here.
What?
And then
sleep until the night.
Yeah.
Well, then you go into the security office. At least it has doors, and also shove that weird animatronic out of there, though. You know.
Which
the phone one, the phone head one. Yeah, that one. Oh, also be wary. There's these things in the vents. Balloon kids. I don't fucking know. Those ugly rats. I hate them.
You know.
All right. Well, thanks for the warning, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Why are you purple? I don't look at the one on the roof.
Huh? Oh. My dad's purple. That's about all I know.
Were you?
He seems almost anxious. Yeah. His dad wasn't human.
About that?
So.
Yeah, whatever. Why are you on the roof though?
Oh, my soul, like the thing that so fucked up, went in a basement, got scooped and mingled into that thing by the thing that killed my sister. So.
Ew.
Yeah. My dad did all this, by the way. And that kid is probably in that weird puppet things. Yeah, that's my younger brother David. And then Elizabeth should be next to that baby looking thing.
Got it.
Lovely. Yeah. Oh, boss, game plan. I have game plan.
All right.
You notice that their souls go back into the animatronics if they're scared and they saw something.
Oh, fuck.
Continue your conversation.
Okay. Also, you notice that the popcorn that Maurice was holding is completely gone. Like, it just vanished. And she had a floss in her hands just a moment ago, and now it's gone.
Continue.
Anyways, so she drags you out, puts you in the room or the main room with everyone else, and she says, "Okay, everyone's gonna split up like the
What?
things that we're not supposed to do. Yes, we're pulling the generic, but this time it's to divide and conquer."
Okay.
Don't look at me like that. All right, so we are all going to draw names out of a hat, and we're going to get each room to sleep in during the night, or to the night, and we're also going to get the assigned pairs with the room that we draw. So if you draw the same room as someone else, that's your pair. Good? No objections?
Got it.
Mhm.
Lovely. I'm gonna go draw this up. You guys just sit and wait.
All right.
Maurice does that. She after a few minutes she comes back with a big hat that she found in Lost and Found.
Yep.
And just holds it to you guys. Please pick.
So what ends up happening is Techno and Spitfire together. Your mom and your dad are together perfectly. It's working out so great.
Lucky.
Spitfire and Torpedo are together. Not Spitfire. Torpedo and who else is here? Torpedo's alone. Techno.
No!
Techno and Torpedo are with
Yeah.
Spitfire as well because it's uneven because Astrid's not here.
Yes.
Torpedo's with them. They're gonna bond. You two are together, and you two get like the office area.
Of course we do.
Yeah, because fuck you.
We get the intro.
Techno, Spitfire, and Torpedo get the daycare.
Oh, okay, that's something that needs for poor Torpedo. All right, you guys have fun.
Off we go, I guess.
Hey, Mom, Dad, what did you guys get?
Oh, we got the box room.
Have fun with that one.
Yeah, we will.
All right, let's go. See you guys later.
Bye. Okay. You guys, if you are looking around specifically for this thing, you would need to roll investigation, which is intelligence.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And it's on the D20 dice,
Yeah.
right? Okay. I got a 20.
I got a 17, but I have to fucking. It's intelligence, you said?
Yeah.
Do-do-do. How is intelligence spelled again?
Int.
Something
Which you have nothing in.
that you don't have.
Oh, right. Alright, well then I guess it's just a flat 17.
Yeah, you don't have any pluses to do that. So this gets past your eye, but Maurice, you notice someone that's purple staring at you from the hallway, from the edge of the office, and he looks at you. And you can see a knife in his hand before he slinks into the office.
Mm.
So you've seen him. It's clear he knows you've seen him. But yeah, he slinks into the office, and you can't hear a ringing sound in the office.
Phobos, we're gonna be sleeping with the murderer.
Like, sexually, or?
No!
What?
Good, because I don't have organs for that.
What?
Huh?
You hear 3 rings
Sorry.
before you start hearing someone talking, saying hello, hello, and giving off a spiel like someone's working in there.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, he's giving like basically telling them how to work and stuff like that.
Oh my god, that's magical. Sorry.
Yes, he is magical. He's a material girl.
Not him. I'm staring at Sora's PNG, and the way that her little front bang is drawn, when it moves, it looks like it's like the stars twinkling and shifting positions.
Did you?
I just clued into that. So I was just staring at it as they were just kind of like twinkling and moving. I'm like, oh my god.
Good to know that my efforts were not in vain. Also, her hair is gonna slowly become a literal galaxy. Yeah, literal galaxy.
Nope.
Alright.
Anyways.
I'm glad that my efforts did not go in vain. Yippee. Or unnoticed, I mean. Anyways. Right!
Oh,
Can we
yeah,
destroy
well.
this phone?
Can we destroy the phone? Poke poke.
I can ice spike it.
Well, I don't think that's gonna work given there's a soul in it. The souls can usually kind of, especially with how restless it is, could probably, overpower this stuff. Oh, Vin's muted. Hold on. The DM's muted.
Oh God, God is down. God is dead.
God
and
is
we killed
dead.
him.
God is dead and we killed him.
Wait, hold on. This is our dimension now.
Now,
We're
bitches.
God. Yeah.
Oh, I understand why God is muted.
Did God have to go to the washroom?
Well, now God's gonna go piss.
Oh my goodness. God
God
is
was
using
muted
their
because Fur was doing things in the room.
God is using their godly bathroom and letting out their godly
Why are you
piss.
flat?
What the fuck?
Why are you flat, Bella?
Oh, I got a flat cat.
There's a flat cat on Vincent's bed. Mwah, give kisses to the flat cat. This flat
Aw.
cat was staring in awe at my stars last night.
I know, I saw.
She was sitting curled up in my ass, staring in awe at the stars. Because they move. Because the stars rotate, so she was
Yeah.
just staring at them.
Well, yeah.
As I was reading fucking sinful things. I was reading murder.
Ah, lovely. Also, next.
What? What did I do?
When I said sleep, you know I did not mean that. You
What?
know. When I said we're going to sleep with the murderer, you know I did not mean the other sleep because I don't know that lingo.
I know, but Phobos doesn't. So Phobos is like, wait, sexually or what? Canonically, Amaris won't know this, but canonically Phobos had their uterus removed as a child because they were born with a birth defect. Which is why Phobos said
What the fuck?
that
That
they
is the
can't
third. Oh my god, they're alive.
do that. Now I will be back, because now I have to piss.
Oh god, here we go. More godly pissing.
Yep. By the way, stream heard you guys talking about everything because I didn't mute
Yeah.
you guys. I just muted myself.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Godly pissing.
Godly pissing.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Basically, the session is gonna go until you guys finish each the two horror side quests for the Halloween special.
Oh wait.
Because this one's almost like you have two options with this one, and you'll probably be able to end up. And it finishes after it turns night and you do the thing, so you have to wait until nighttime to do the thing.
Also, I just realized I have the ability to change around the Discord look because I currently have Discord Nitro and now I am happy.
Little hap.
I am happy. I am so happy.
Very happy. Beep beep. Beep 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 beep.
Beep 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 beep.
I'm gonna vomit.
Why?
Oh no, he gonna vomit. Sorry. Also, by the way, you can now see all the mounts and Astridge stuff because
Yeah,
Astridge is
I
no longer
saw
a part of
that.
your party,
Yeah.
which is upsetting because she's been here for the long haul. But
She deserves it. She's gonna have a nice, happy life now.
you can always visit her.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to ask to have her join you for a little bit for things, she will.
Obviously, she
It's
will.
just
Yes.
that right now she has an entire city to save, like cities
Right
and
now,
towns and stuff.
Yeah, right now I'm a bit against asking her. I love Astrid, but she has a role that
People's
desperately
lives are at
needs.
stake.
Yes. So until things are a little less dire, or actually like basically not dire,
Murder.
we will not be
Okay.
asking her to join.
Moved. Okay.
I heard a Nex. They
Yeah,
alive?
they were attentioning me. By
Oh
attentioning,
wow.
they were giving me brotherly affection.
Oh, did they slap you?
No, they kissed my
The
forehead.
Satan
No,
spawn
top
has
of head.
returned.
Lovely.
Okay, great. You guys continue what you're talking about.
Yay. Okay.
You guys wanted to turn off the phone?
Ooh.
No, we wanted to destroy it, but all right.
When you go in the room, the animatronic is what's making these sounds. And next to it is an adult man who's just staring off. He's sitting in the office chair.
What the fuck? Sorry,
And
I'm
the chair
face
is
planting.
physically moving with him as he moves himself side to side.
Sir?
Hmm?
I
Oh,
hate
hi.
that we got this room. Phobos. I hate
This was your idea.
it
Sorry,
was to divide, you know.
I'm confused.
We're
Oh,
sleeping.
sorry about that. I'm Phobos. This is Maurice. We're able to see
Hi.
dead souls.
Oh, okay, chill.
We're also, well, that's how we can see you. But we're here to try to help put all the restless souls at rest.
Okay.
And we're going to be currently going to sleep now so we can experience the nighttime shenanigans.
Alright. You might want to move me out of here then.
Yes.
I can't move this animatronic, by the way. I have no control over this
Awesome.
until nighttime. And when nighttime,
Well,
can't control myself. Angry, kill anything that moves. That's what happens at night, by the way.
Struggle Marisa is coming way.
Thomas, you can help him.
Hold on.
I want to try and do this on my own, man.
Okay.
Damn.
Sorry, I
I'm
was
gonna-
telling Mother important information.
Okay.
Oh, lovely. All right, so I'm gonna pick this up and then put it out into the hallway.
Uh,
Roll
Do I
strength.
have to roll for strength? Yeah,
Yeah.
roll for strength. Oh my god, we got to 20!
Okay, you push this thing out of there. He watches the guy gets up and he's like,
I said pick! I
Yeah.
picked it up, not push.
same thing. You throw this thing out of here. Stop licking my paper. That's marker that you're eating.
Which
Your
one's
child,
licking the marker?
yours.
No, give me a minute. Back.
She went underneath the table. You get this thing out of here, and the guy kind of stands up and he goes, "Stay safe," and he walks out. Also, those buttons are to close the doors if you want to close them, and that's something lights on and stuff.
Awesome.
Yep.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And he kind of sits outside on top of the animatronic. Just he closes his eyes.
Cool.
Wow.
He's
Wait,
just
hold
really
on,
chill
before I
about
do
being
this-
dead.
Before this, sir, is there a limit to how long these doors stay closed?
Till the
I
power
take it there's
goes
a
out.
power.
The power goes out. Lovely. Lovely. Okay.
Well, right now that generator is running. So
I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to keep the doors closed. Right now, what I'm going to do is this. What Amaris does is she makes temporary doors with her ice. Yeah. But she
Oh.
she reinforces it so it's very strong. It needs
Oh,
a huge
shit.
it needs like a techno punch in order to break it.
okay. I mean, she is getting
Techno!
stronger by the day because of her mom.
Well, this will keep us safe until the night.
There
So,
you go.
are you guys gonna sleep or stay up all night?
Sleep.
Sleep.
Oh, okay.
Nap time.
Give me a moment. I'm not finished. Amaris then also closes up the vents, but makes obviously a little hole so we can still breathe.
But when you're doing that, you notice that the souls in there are children and they're playing goldfish. The souls. And you see balloon.
goldfish.
It's like the balloon children are up there.
Hey guys.
And also
Sorry,
the Biddy Babs and the mini arenas are up there as well.
Hey guys. Sorry, just gotta close it off because we don't want to get
Bitten.
Yeah.
The kids just give you a thumbs up and then go, "You got a 9?" No, you're lying to me. That they're arguing with each other now.
Vin, you didn't know this. I fucking love Go Fish. I'm obsessed with that game.
I broke
So the
myself.
fact that you said that they're playing Go Fish just made me so happy.
Yep.
Anyways, so yeah, Amaris does that. Anywhere where an animatronic would go through, completely blocked.
Okay.
So and no powers being used. All right.
Not the moment. I guess it's nap time.
Go
I
ahead.
brought sleeping bags. Let's go.
Night night. In the middle of the night, you guys are kind of woken up to a scream.
Fuck.
Amaris is
Remember,
still like very out
your
of it.
party
You know how
don't
she is.
have doors to protect themselves.
Oh shit.
You like this scream doesn't like this scream does sound like one of your party members. It sounds more like Spitfire than anyone.
Mm.
But he's also with Techno,
My
so
mouth boy.
He's with Techno, so he's fine.
Techno.
Fair enough.
And when like you sit up, you notice that the animatronic that's a phone is standing up. It's twitching and staring at you through the window.
What's going on? What's happening?
Oh, that's unsettling.
Amaris is still. You know how she gets. She's very out of it.
Witchy boy.
What's,
He clearly
I'm
can't
just
get in
gonna-
though.
I'm just gonna make this not see-through at the moment. just frosts
Fucking-
up the window.
Yeah, the window's
With her
frost.
eyes.
When you
Yep.
frost it up, you hear the movement of it walking away. You hear this movement everywhere. This entire building and the security cameras are humming in front of you.
Phobos goes to look at the cameras. Oh
I'm
shit!
gonna
Every
frost up the
animatronic's moving.
other window real quick.
Yeah, as you do that, you see all the animatronics moving, and you could see, and when you hit to the daycare, you could see that the two animatronics that, like the dog and all of them, are kind of moving around. You see Spitfire is pinned in the corner with that animatronic of the guy that was crying, and he's kind of bent over him. Before Tekka fucking yeets this thing into a wall,
Damn.
and he's stuck in the wall. The animatronic is stuck.
Loser.
Before Tekka goes, pat pat.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Spitfire's head.
Amaris is gonna take over and take a look at her parents.
Your parents aren't in the Fox's den anymore, but the animatronics in there that are still in there is just Funtime Foxy and Lolbit. Foxy's gone, and so is the one on the ceiling, and there's another one in there. Was there?
No,
I don't
just
remember.
two.
No. And then Anard is
um,
gone as well.
Okay, hold on. Where are my parents? I'm just looking around to find my parents.
When you see them, they're in the parts and services room where nothing else is in there at all. Besides like a slumped over suit that's golden, and like the soul is still sitting outside of it. And in that one, it's a kid, and he looks to be 6, and he's just shaking, and he's like his arms are like every part of him is stabbed, like there's some sort of hatred for this child. As he kind of just stares at your parents, and like the suit doesn't move or anything like that, it just groans.
They have parts of service.
Ooh.
Why
But
are they
no other
there?
animatronics in there though. All of them are gone.
Why are my parents there?
Probably to try and figure things out.
Yeah, hopefully. Or,
Your dad's kind of looking over some sheets and stuff. He's reading things. He's reading blueprints of how these things are made.
Yeah, they're figuring things out. It's my dad. he's being the smart. It's Mr. Smarty Pants. That's what we call him. As soon as he finds blueprints, Mr. Smarty Pants comes out, man. We don't have to worry about that.
But yeah, you can look on the
And I
cameras
can
for the
see in
killer
my
as well.
mom's eyes, my mom is currently overprotective, Mom. Yep. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a look at
Torpedo?
what's his name?
Torpedo.
Torpedo. There he is.
Torpedo he's not with Techno and Spitfire anymore. He's in the main room.
Okay, that's not good. He's
But like
not
nothing's
used to that.
attacking him because they think he's an animatronic because of the way he looks.
Oh.
So he's kind of just moving around like them as if he's trying to blend in, and he looks terrified.
Oh,
But
poor baby.
they don't process him as a human. You guys look like
Good
humans. Techno doesn't
job.
either.
Good job, Torpedo. So far. I'm
Great for
so
you.
sorry. Okay. That
Oh.
covers that. What the fuck do we do now?
You could look around for the killer if you want to, in like the security cameras, because they go all around the building.
Yep, we're gonna do that.
As you're skipping through the cameras,
Button presses.
as you
Beep, boop, bop,
are,
boop, boop.
you notice that they're kind of like some of them are closer to the office and stuff like that, and you notice that the killer is standing at the end of the hallway staring at Torpedo as he's holding a knife.
No.
He's stalking him.
You're missing the fucking.
Anger.
Yeah, that kind of picked up on my mic.
Sorry.
You're missing the fucking.
Four.
Sorry, I can't help it. It sounded funny to me. Anyways.
Make fun of our brother.
Oh, I don't mean to. Get away from my fucking brother, mate.
He's standing there. And like part of him doesn't look real as it's twitching like an animatronics would. His right side specifically. Before he moves his hand. His right side is what's holding the knife. He moves his left hand, taps a part of his arm, and opens up. You see the screen of every animatronic, and he presses a few buttons, and you notice some of them move and go towards parts and service. And you can see him flicking through cameras on it, and then you see yourselves in the office in his camera. But there doesn't seem to be any cameras in here. You don't know where it is.
Can I roll can I just
Yes.
double check to see?
You can
Like
try to
really
find it.
quick? Thank you. I hope I get a 20 because then I'll know if there really is one. Come on, come on.
I got an 18.
Yeah, I got a 20.
There's no cameras in here, but the balloon children are staring at you from the vent, from that little hole. But if you cover up that hole, there's nothing you can do. You will suffocate if you cover up that hole.
I'm gonna put a tarp. I can still breathe, but they can't see.
On the camera, Phyllis, if you're still watching that, she's doing this. You notice that he notices what you're doing, and he closes it, and he turns around. He's no longer stalking your brother. Yeah, he's now in the hallway closer, and like he's coming through. You can't see him on any of the cameras anymore. He's in your blind spot.
He knows the blind spots.
He's coming towards the office. That's lovely. That's lovely. That's lovely. That's lovely. I'm loving this. I hate this. Why do we have to be in this small room?
Because you guys picked it.
We got.
Also, you're the players. The players are supposed to be at the part that's easiest to access things.
Freaking God and their frickety frackety.
God and their knowledge and reasons. God, I can't believe it.
Things.
Yeah. Can't believe this had a reason for us, be easier to spot the killer. Can't believe it.
Anyways.
It's so fair.
You kind of like you hear the animatronics hum a little bit as they all kind of seem to be moving towards the office now.
Well,
number one.
Excuse you, but also
one doesn't move towards the office because he's in a wall.
Yeah.
You kind of notice in front of you is now that slumped animatronic. He's sitting next to the desk, but he can't move or do anything. He's just groaning at you.
What was backs up from it?
Where the fuck did that come from?
You hear the balloon children, the bitty babs, and the minarinas clawing at the vent.
Where did that come from?
I have no idea. I've been standing here.
How did that get here?
The sound of something like piercing through the ice is heard. And of course, it's not going through it completely, but you hear his knife picking at the ice over and over again. So he's clearly breaking through the ice before you kind of hear his footsteps back up. And you hear the sound of the animatronics getting closer. And when you skip to the hallway, he's in that corner. You know that corner camera? He's in that one, and he's just staring at the camera. He's waiting for the animatronics to open it.
Oh, fuck.
As you kind of hear the running of like metal, and Foxy's there. He's picking at the door. It's very obvious, and the other ones are hitting the doors that you made with their hands. They are tons and tons of metal, so they
Every
are
time,
strong enough to break it.
Every time they keep breaking it, Maurice is like both of her hands. She's in the middle of the room, and she keeps remaking it every time it breaks.
You can only do that for so long. The
I
magic
know.
only lasts so long,
I
and
know.
they will
With
not
your
stop.
magic, we can shut the doors.
I know, but I want to save as much power as we can. If we need the doors, we'll close the doors.
Well, I'm sorry. We need the doors right now. Save yourself for in case we lose power.
Okay, we're going to the doors. Already closed both doors.
It like as it shuts, it crumbles the ice, and the animatronics all kind of just disperse, and they do their own thing again. And kind of hear just fuck, and you hear his footsteps walking away. Before you just hear nothing. Everything goes silent, eerily
Well, that's
silent.
unsettling.
Yeah, I'm afraid to open the doors because we have no ice blocking.
Put your ice up. We can open the doors again. Don't put too much though. Keep some power. Okay.
I'm fine again because the ice is gone.
Got it.
Oh fuck! I'm
I
sorry.
open the doors quickly.
And she quickly freezes the entrances.
There's nothing there at all.
Interesting. I'm
You
gonna
hear another
unfrost the
scream.
window.
This one's from your
Okay, that's
mom.
not good. What? I take a look.
When you go through there, you see Aaron being stabbed multiple times. He's just laying
Oh.
there. He's just accepting it because he can't die. And then
He's
a
immortal.
knife gets thrown towards your mother, and that's when Aaron just shoves the guy off and he pulls out his sword. So now your dad is engaged with this murderer,
Attaboy.
and he's angry.
Why the fuck
Get him.
was he accepting it?
He was
He's
just like,
immortal.
oh,
He can't
well,
die.
I guess he's being stabbed. That was his mood.
It's called
Look
invulnerable.
at that. I've been impaled.
Oh, yeah,
It's called invulnerable. It's not called immortal, but alright.
he is immortal.
He's immortal.
Yeah,
He-
immortal,
time,
but also invulnerable.
disease,
That means he can't
everything
die.
cannot kill him.
Yes.
It doesn't really
Anyways.
hurt him much either. He's just sitting there. just-
Anyway. My dad did not need to give my mom that trauma. Anyways, let's just. Hey, Phobos?
Hmm?
What kind of new powers did you gain from ascending?
Shit. I go to look up information of the murderer.
Yeah, I should eat my cupcake.
I
God,
just stole one.
It doesn't matter.
give me his info.
I'm never fucking hungry.
Whose info?
The murderer.
The murderer? His name's Vincent
Yeah.
Afton, and he is partially animatronic. He's not fully human. Half his body is human, half isn't. He's a dead body. He's walking around, and he seems to be also a restless soul, begging for death. You could hear his soul's
the
voice
files-
begging for something to kill him.
Does the file tell me how to kill something?
His time it keeps raising upwards. It seems to be that he's similar to immortality, but his destined death can be chosen by you. So if Aaron kills him right here, you can make that happen.
Drop your ice. I'm gonna go get his ass.
He'll get
trust
this
me.
man.
I was actually going to. I'm sorry, but I was going to shove you through. Bye!
I'm a sacrifice. I bolt
Phobos, you will need to make 3 dexterity saving throws to dodge every animatronic.
Ah, shit.
I'm staying in the office, by the way. I'm not coming with.
Yeah, I know you are.
I'm guessing
What?
it's a d20.
Yes.
19. Fuck yeah.
Okay. Roll another one. You dodge Bonnie and Foxy at the same time. They hit into each other a little bit.
I got a 17 for the second one.
The wizards kind of stand in your way for a moment, and you slip underneath their legs before they attack you.
Oh.
Hey, wait, can I see if there's a mic in the office area? Like a overhead speaker mic?
Yeah.
Sweet. Do I have to roll for that?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I got a
I got
19
a-
for the last one.
I got a 19 for
Okay.
the looking.
There is a mic.
Mate?
And Bubbles, you shift underneath Sun and Moon, both go towards you, and also Mocha, which is the animatronic that holds Shadow's soul.
Huh? Run.
I press the mic, activating it. Hey, Phobos, can you hear me?
Huh?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hi.
I don't know how to unmute the camera, so I don't really know if you can hear me, but I found a mic, so I can hear you. Hold on, there's someone right behind you.
What's it?
The dog attacks towards you when you dodge it because almost, which is sad because of the dog.
Poor baby.
And when you
Okay.
get into the room, like the murderer is pinned down by Aaron, but he's not fighting back. Aaron has his sword in him, but he's not dying, and the killer's
Hey,
not fighting
Dad.
back.
Hey, Dad, can you hear me?
Yep, yep.
Don't
Your
know if
daughter
you can
found a
hear.
mic.
I don't know if you can hear me or not, but that guy needs to die.
Again.
Like literally, like double dead.
Well,
So
his time's up.
Mr. New God of Death can kill.
How would you like to kill him? You can use Death's Legacy. You can use Axe of Peace. What would you like? Death's Legacy will have
Axe of
extra
Peace.
effect. Okay.
Axe of
Cutting his head
You're
off.
grabbing extra weapons as you do. You notice that on Death's Legacy, there is one more notch, like line in it now. So all those
Oh, fuck.
like fives, and then there's one more line, which marks that that's Ryan's soul that was given onto that.
Anyways, Axe of Peace, off with the head.
Yeah, you cut into him, and your magic causes his death to go. And this fog starts to lift up as all the power shuts off. And you see
really?
the soul from the animatronic that was crying and this soul unite, and their souls, like, it's just one combined soul now. As he nods at you and thanks you before all these people come up next to him: Richard, Amethyst, David, Michael, all of them, basically his whole family. As the three kids go to resurrection, um, Richard goes to paradise, which is a sweet mango-y smell that he gets, because he's already died once. Vincent, Crystal, Shadow all go to purgatory to be forgotten and turn into a legendary weapon soul, and they all seem grateful. All the kids and stuff, they all go to resurrection, so this place is covered in beautiful sparkles. Um, and as the quest ends, you kind of walk back to whatever opens gate, which is what this is called, which is where that was, and you inform the families what happened to their kid. You see someone. He looks very familiar. He looks like that killer, but instead he has short hair. He has demon features. As he kind of collapses a little bit into this angel. These two angel people. They're not really angels. They're definitely Azimars. And they kind of look over, and he goes, "I'm sorry." As he breathes out, and his soul just snaps out of his body. It's not like a peaceful death or anything like that, but his soul seems to, like, the purgatory opens, and these kids reach out their hand and smile. The people that went to purgatory smile and let out their hand and just tell him, "We love you, Dad," as he moves on. And that seems to break the man that has a nice gray beard and hair and stuff. And he just freezes and stares at the corpse of his, boyfriend, as his wife holds him and says, "It's okay, Otis. It's okay. It's okay." As he just stands there.
Huh.
How dare you kill my
Well,
OC? Can't believe you.
Kill him again.
You made Otis and a day they're depressed. Okay, I don't care. And that's the ending of that quest.
Oh,
And you get a little soul vial in your hand.
Ooh.
Douglas.
Hello.
So,
Oh. I
it's
have a new friend for us to test out.
it's goldeny orangey, goldeny colored with a little bit of green in it. So,
We have a
you
new friend
could-
to test out later.
yep.
Or do we have
You can test it out now if you want.
Let's leave.
Yeah, everyone's with you, and you guys are in the
Okay.
city now of Cloud's not Cloud's Reach. Opens gate. You gonna throw this vial?
Against the wall.
Inside of it, you see an animatronic emerge, and you see it's like a full body, but the soul's not in it. It's just the animatronic as it stares at you. But it seems to be that more
Oh.
docile soul as it goes, hi.
Hola. I own you now.
Okay, chill.
Okay, chill.
He opens his mouth, then opens the human's mouth, and all of a sudden he has a chip out of nowhere and puts it in that mouth. The human mouth,
Oh.
as he just eats it.
You seem pretty calm.
Yeah.
Much more calm than the previous souls.
Oh, that's because I stole his demon out of his body. I'm his demon. He was
Oh no,
possessed.
not with that. What I mean. I mean one of my soul bottles. The last
Oh.
one that I retrieved was a robot wearing their
Oh,
master's
that
skin.
one. Yeah, it tried eating me already.
Oh wait, hold on. What do you mean it tried eating you?
Oh, did you not know? Like these bottles are connected to a giant hotel where everyone has a happy, nice place.
Oh.
Basically, lives in their own
No, I
little
didn't.
comfortable place. And there's like a common room we all can talk in. Yeah.
I did not know that. Oh my god, Phobos is becoming a system. Just like me.
What? Huh?
Interesting. Well, that's good to know. Anyways, back in your bottle for you. That's all you needed.
He puts a big thumbs up and he burns.
Ooh.
He gets set on
Right.
fire and he turns back into a bottle.
The arson.
Now,
Well,
would
that
you like
was-
to go to Eden to walk around to find this other quest?
Yes.
Halloween
horror
quest
post.
time.
The one that you spent the last god knows how long.
I can tell you how long it took for me to draw that.
Let's
Sure.
do it.
I spent 7 hours and 46 minutes drawing that.
Dear God.
All right. When you go back to Eden, you kind of come back to the castle and you see Lilith standing there. You see Adam too. And he's in a cage and like his eyes are just dripping silver down.
Ooh.
And he's like his body's like kind of like aggressively moving around this cage and she just doesn't seem phased by it at all.
Hi, Lady Lilith.
Wait, her name's Eve, not Lilith.
Oh,
Lady Eve. Sorry, I keep
Hi,
calling her
Lady
Lilith.
Eve.
Oh, hi.
Hi, we have a way to actually heal that.
Allium found a way. It was a crystal from the beyond, and
Allie found a way for it.
yep, a crystal from beyond and a crystal of agate. It's an agate crystal. A crystal that stems directly from life and a crystal that stems directly from death.
I'm gonna ask if Lady Eve has any
Sorry,
of them
I don't
crystals.
have either of those crystals. But you can heal him in the future then. He'll be fine. He can't get through that. I know he can't.
Wait a moment.
All right.
Hey, Phobos.
Hmm?
Can you? You have Allie's crystal thingamajig, right?
Mm-hmm.
His soul. You can communicate with him, correct?
Yeah.
Can you ask if he has any still left over in the castle?
Oh shit! Puppy. Bye.
The
I
crystal
can
ignites with a blue color.
I can quickly pop back up. I'm fast. With
Well, also you
added
have
fast travel.
yeah.
We have fast travel, so it'll be easier.
Yes. But also,
Hey, ow,
Maurice
ah.
is speedy because we're wings.
Hmm? That's all you hear from the crystals. Hmm?
Do you have any other of those crystals left? We
He
want to heal
just-
Adam.
Yes, my they should be in the medical bay. You just have to crush them up together. You saw how it was made, and you made it yourselves. Really quick.
Okay,
The
got
the door is locked with a key, and the key should be in my room, my bedroom.
Understood. We'll go there after. Okay, Amma?
Oh, but I'm speedy. I can be right back.
I still would rather not. I prefer us to stay together. You never know what could happen.
Fine.
The crystal dims and become dark with no light in it again.
Anyways,
Eve's just like, it's okay. I can wait longer. He's fine. I actually
He's
have
contained.
a request of you.
Oh.
What?
We have a small creature that needs help. Don't worry, he can wait. But also, one of our inn's families, it's an inn. The owners are the Hernandez family, Carlos and Emily. They, you know, they own it, basically. But they haven't been seen in a week, which is odd for them. They usually, if they're taking a break, they tell me. But if they need a break, that's fine. But I have their address. She hands you like a paper with their address. This is their address. If they're okay, just a wellness check is what I'm asking, please.
No problem. Wellness check is what I'm good at. Isn't that right? Oh yeah, wait, Eve. Mom, Dad, they're alive. And okay.
She smiles as Aaron kind of waves, and Asha smiles back and does a little bow to Lady Eve, and she bows back. But yeah,
Anyways, let's do this.
you head on out.
On fourth we fuck.
What?
I meant to say on fourth we go.
Okay.
The next
As you-
came out of me, and that just.
You go here, and there's this beautiful mansion that you're gone to. It's outside in the woods a little bit. Don't worry. All the silver dick, as Adam would call it, Egredor. All the Egredor is settled onto the grass and plants that are away from this mansion. And when you get up to here, one of the windows is smashed. And inside, you see that same fog of the restless souls.
Oh, brother.
But it's denser, a lot denser. But yeah, it seems like someone broke into their house and probably did not give them a very just death.
Yeah, Lady Eve is not gonna enjoy this information.
Probably
No,
not.
she is not.
Well,
Oh,
time
would you
for
like to
more
go?
of this.
Oh, you're gonna enter through the front door? You're gonna go through the broken window.
I'm going through the broken window. Hey.
I'm gonna go through the roof.
What? How would you? No. How would you go through?
No.
How? Okay, Phobos, roll a dexterity saving throw. No, a stealth check for me.
Ooh, fuck, 7. I'm not stealthy.
Is gonna fly up and cannonball through the roof.
No! We're not breaking their property.
They're dead.
Okay, we're not breaking the property.
I mean, this place could be sold to a new family. It's just right now occupied.
Can I
By
please?
dead people.
Can I please go through the roof?
Why do you want to go through the roof so badly?
I want to go through the roof.
Why?
Let me go through the roof.
Why do you want to go through the roof?
Why are you questioning me?
Because
Fair point!
Let me go to the roof.
why?
Stop questioning me and let me please.
Fine.
Yay!
You go through the roof and end up in the same room as Phobos.
Yep.
Why
All
the
this
fuck-
sound
Oh my god.
causes you to start hearing a clicking sound.
Dear fucking god.
And you hear a very gargled voice saying, Edward. And it sounds like someone's suffering as they're walking around. You hear these footsteps and they're like hitting into things, and hands are like, you could hear things hitting into things. And this clicking sound just happening as well as just Edward over and over again. Like it's like a gurgled strangling in my own blood type of talk. I don't know how to talk like that. But it sounds like he's drowning his own blood. And they're walking towards that room that made a lot of noise.
I honestly don't regret it. That was fun.
You're never doing that again.
Oh, come on, man.
The door's
You're
not fully
not
closed, by the way.
going.
What? I didn't hear what you said, Mr. God. I
The
didn't
door's
hear what
not
you
fully
said.
closed, so when something hits into it, and its hand comes around, it kind of opens a bit, like a lot, and you
Oh.
can see these two people, what once were Emily and Carlos Hernandez. Give me a
Interesting.
second to get them into frame, because I drew them. God damn, that's ginormous. Give me a moment.
I'm gonna fucking throw
Sorry,
up.
I grabbed Phobos.
Why am I being stolen?
I don't know, I didn't mean to.
How far behind am I?
I haven't put it up yet.
I-
Calm down. There you go. There it
I'm
is.
I'm also far behind.
No, there. Ooh.
What seems to used to be like
Nice.
a tiefling, her one of her horns was stabbed into her throat, her hands cut off somewhere, and most of her body is kind of not working properly as she just kind of slumps around. One of her eyes is dangling out and the other one's just missing.
Nice.
As she looks like she was attacked. While the other one that's kind of saying Edward, she's the one clicking. It's clear that her vocal cords are fucked from the horn being in her throat. As Edward, the one that's saying Edward, which is Carlos, is kind of walking around. His top of his body does not look like it's connected to his spinal cord anymore. It's twisted backwards. His head snapped backwards, and his legs are moving around without things. His organs are hanging out of his body as part of his if he was facing this way, his right hand. His right hand, some of the fingers are just bones, as it seems like they were tortured before they died. He's missing his eyes entirely and he can't see anything, but they start moving in this room and their hands are moving around as if they're trying to find what made the sound.
Mm,
So you're gonna need to make a stealth check to get out of this room.
okay.
Well, shit.
I got a 20.
Oh fuck! I got a 1.
Emery says you get out
I'm
of there.
fucked.
Bubba shoves one out of the way to leave.
You.
And
I love how Maurice is the one who made the biggest noise ever, and it's like, all right.
bye.
And
You
then-
shove
and then
Emily into
Phobos is the one who
Carlos, and they kind of fall, and you just run out of that room because you know you just touched one. And it's like, you eventually slow down. The lights are flickering in this place. It's drenched in blood. There's smears of handprints everywhere, and on a table, and like on the wall, like one in the hallway, and on a table, like the dining room table, a picture's fallen to the side, and the one on the wall, the same picture, and it's of Carlos and Emily holding a small infant,
Oh.
which means that
Oh,
this
that's-
child is somewhere in this house, either
Dead or
dead
alive? We don't
or
know.
alive.
Can I use, like, since I have really, like, enhanced, I'll say enhanced-ish hearing, can I try and see if I could hear the child at all? Because it probably would be crying.
We could try.
Do I roll what? What do we roll?
Perception.
Okay, cool. Ah! I got 20. Yippee!
Rude.
Ah,
You
what
don't
the
hear
fuck?
anything.
Oh,
You don't hear crying or anything like that. But you do hear buzzing of lights and stuff like that.
yeah, that
You hear the
child's
buzzing of a
dead.
light that's constantly on. It's not flickering, though. It's
That
constantly on.
child is dead.
Well,
I don't say that
that-
out loud. That wasn't on Maurice. Obviously, she doesn't say that. That was on Maurice's puppeteer. That child is dead.
dead as rain.
Anyways,
You gotta hear the clicking come out of that room again, and they're looking around the halls again.
why did they want to find us?
And the dad continues just
Still
saying
need
Edward.
us?
Who's Edward?
Maybe the son? Maybe the kid?
You're the death god. Make it information.
Hey, fair point. Give me info.
So you're trying to get info with the person that you can't see, or the two people that you can?
The
whole
one
family.
that I can't
Do the
see
whole family.
first.
You need to roll for that because you cannot see him.
Fair point.
Oh my god, get a
D20?
good roll.
Mm-hmm.
Get a good roll, or I swear.
It's Arcana, which is
19.
plus intelligence. Oh, what?
What is it?
19.
19?
Yo, nice.
Their son is Eduardo,
Yep.
Hernandez, and he is currently his status is alive, but he's starving. You could feel his hunger. So he's
Whoever this
somewhere in his house.
Edward Harrison is alive and it's starving to death.
We need to find him now.
It's very clear
Absolutely.
that's also what his parents are trying to find. When you look at them,
They're trying to find him.
you could feel how they're scared that they're losing their child. So they're just kind of walking around. That's why the
They're
dad's saying
scared.
Edward.
Hey,
They're trying to find their kid.
use your godly powers to find the kid.
I don't think that's how it works. I don't think I can find
You need to
people,
see the
but I
body
can
to
find
see
their
the soul.
Oh, wait,
locations.
hold on. Grabs my wayfinder.
You were trying to find a person?
Yep.
You look for Edward Hernandez, and you see in that room upstairs that has the light on, Edward's up there.
Let's go.
You need to roll a stealth check to get up past them.
Doing it. I got a 20.
Calm down.
Oh, that was the wrong dice.
I got a 20.
I got a 16.
You guys get up there pretty easily. And you open this
Yippee.
door. When you open the door, the kid flinches and he protects himself. He's drenched in his parents' blood. It's dry blood.
Hey, kid, we're okay. You're okay. We're here
Yeah.
to keep you safe, I promise.
Are you whispering that?
Do I have
Yes.
any food in my inventory?
Not right
Like
now.
at all? Shit.
We're
You
gonna
ate
get
your
out of here,
popcorn.
I promise, kiddo.
Oh crap, that's right.
Uh,
Motherfucker. You know what? Nah, I'm
The kid's trying to
gonna
speak,
use
but nothing's
forceful
coming out of his
break and I'm
mouth.
gonna give him fruit by the foot.
What? You know that there is like an old Halloween bucket next to him that's empty, and the wrappers are around him, so he's eating candy to survive.
Oh thank god. You need water. Here. I'm gonna just summon some water. Don't worry, it's nice and clean. Just drink this up.
He sips it. You could see that all the light bulbs in the house, besides the ones that are flickering, are next to him. It seems like he's been trying to keep this light on.
Why do you need to keep the light on? Do you mind telling me?
If it's dark, I see him. I see him tearing them apart. He's
PTSD. We
the
need to
man
get
that
out of
came in
here.
our house. He's angry, and he's
Yeah,
angry
I'm
at
gonna-
mom and dad.
I'm gonna take this kid. Mr. Death God, you're gonna stay here for now. I'm sorry. I'm gonna
Why
quickly.
am I your sacrifice?
You're the Death God.
You're also immortal.
Oh.
The death cannot die unless it dies from its own destined death.
Fine. Take the kid
So,
and go out the window.
I'm going out the roof, actually.
What?
No!
That will hurt the kid.
I'll uncover the kid, obviously.
Go out the fucking window, Amaris.
I'm just gonna drop the kid off with my parents.
Alright, you do that.
I just make a little Amaris burrito around the kid and dive out the window.
Okay.
And then I fly down, like bolt zoom towards my parents and child.
Your mom takes this child and holds him close as he clings onto her. He's shaking.
Food, water, and comfort.
Yeah, Techno and Spitfire immediately also grab some things to help this kid.
Set
What
up
was in the
camp.
house
This
the
this kid
clicking
needs.
starts to get louder. And instead of Edward, it's anger. You don't know what he's saying anymore. He's angry now. This kid's exiting the house to turn their fear to anger, which means their souls got even more restless when the kid exited the house.
Uh-oh.
Because you took the only way that they could, see the child. Feel.
I fly back in through the window, and I'm right beside Phobos again. Okay. So you heard that, right?
Yep.
I don't want to give the kid to them.
Well, we can't give the kid to them. That is noted. The kid needs to
No.
go to an orphanage.
I meant like,
What do we do about the parents?
yeah, how will we get them Passover?
I mean, I could just, shoot or cut them. I'm deaf. If I want to, I can make someone die immediately.
I want their ghosts
They're already
to
dead.
be able to see. I want their ghosts to be able to see their kid.
Unfortunately, I don't think that's how it's gonna work.
Yeah.
They're
Ugh.
vengeful. They want revenge on whoever killed them. Presumably, they might think it also killed their kid. So if we could try to figure out how to get it through their heads that the kid is still alive and safe now, maybe it will work.
Well, you're the one who's deaf.
I might
God,
be deaf, but I don't know everything, mate.
it's your fault. I
I know
know this is
everything
gonna.
about death, but I don't know everything about,
I know
grief.
this is gonna bite me in the butt later. What Aya said.
You don't say, mate.
Get your ass out there!
No.
I will start making loud noises so they find you. Do not test me.
And I will make loud noises so they find you.
They can't kill you.
Want me to die? Do you want me to die?
No, of course not. Just be silent. I peek my head out of the fucking room to see if I can find them.
I'm also peeking
They're
my head
running around the house frantically.
Ooh, fuck.
out. I don't like that.
Neither do I, mate. How are we gonna convince the kid that the kid's alive?
You hear glass shatter as one of them knocks down the painting on the wall.
Ooh.
And then they both stop and stare at the area where the glass shattered. But they don't have eyes, so they're just listening for what was over there.
They use
Oh.
noise in order to.
That
see
might be why
things.
they're clicking.
Yeah.
Echolalia.
Echolalia.
Echolocation? Same difference.
Echolocation.
Echolocation.
For God, you're stupid.
They're little bats. I am stupid. Glad you noticed.
Well, you're my sibling, so I'm able to make fun of you.
Doofus.
Dipshit.
Prude.
I don't know what that means. Anyways, back to the task at hand of murdered parents.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm out of my depth here. You're the only one who's probably in the depth.
I mean, maybe? But I've never dealt with grief of a loss of a child.
Yep. What?
So I don't know how to help them realize their kid is okay. And that their anger by thinking it's dead is pointless.
Wait. Why don't we just talk to them?
They're gonna try to get us!
Can they reach us if we fly?
How tall is their roof?
The roof is tall enough to be able to almost hold Allium, which he's 12 feet tall. So it's a 10-foot tall roof because they're in the
How
main
tall are they?
area. She is 6 foot and the guy is 6'1".
Flying
Yep.
will work. Come on.
I go to the hole that I made, and I then make another roof hole.
For fuck's sake, Sora. Maurice.
Sora!
Um,
I said nothing.
the sounds of your wings like have them moving around, like they're trying to look for you, but they get like you're above them, so they can't find you because they're just moving their arms around to try to find you.
Hello!
They don't respond.
Right? They can't respond, dumbass. Only one
They're
of them
restless.
responds. All it's saying
just
to see
said
it, say is
hello.
Edward.
All I said was hello, man. I'll have to make... Okay. Hi. We have the new god of death here to tell you the status of your son, Eduardo
Hernandez.
What is it?
Hernandez.
Hernandez. Speak, oh god of death.
Oh my god, you are not gonna let me live this down. Um, your child. I promise you both that he is safe and alive. He's safe and he's being taken care of as we speak. Is there any way we can help you both pass?
Roll persuasion.
Oh, fuck me.
Do I have to roll
It's
as
plus
well?
charisma. No, it's Phobos
Gosh.
telling them.
19.
It's plus 5, so that's 24. You kind of notice that they both stop for a moment, but it's like it's trying to process what's happening, but they kind of go back to moving around as if that wasn't enough. Like telling them it's gone isn't enough.
They need to
We
see.
don't have eyes. They don't have eyes.
But what do
Where
they
they don't
use
have
to
eyes.
see?
What do they use? Their hands.
Their hands, their sounds.
Where's the
Wait
kid?
a moment. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna be right back. Flies
Cover
through
the
the roof
kid's
hole.
eyes.
Flies through the roof holes.
Oh,
I'm
Marie.
gonna need the kid to shout and yell that he's alive.
The kid's
Cover his
is
eyes.
so meek still. He doesn't really know what to say. He just sits there staring at you. You're dealing with a kid that just watched both his parents get mutilated and tortured. He's not going to be able to speak very much.
I know it's gonna be hard, but your parents need your help. You can be brave, okay?
You'll get a reward. You'll get a sticker.
I just side-eye look at you. Just no.
Aren't you still out there? I'm in the house.
Yeah.
I'm outside. I flew out the hole.
He just
Yes.
whimpers a bit.
Okay, anyways.
It's their
So-
kid. Would they attack their kid even restless if that's what they're looking for?
We're not gonna give the kid to him. Dumb. Oost. Worst.
I don't want the kid to see. Well, hold on. I just had an idea.
Where's a blindfold when you need it?
Fucking
Where's Maskey's
God,
blindfold when you
screw
need it?
you. Okay. Dad? Blindfold. I know you have one. You need one to sleep.
I'm
That's a sleeping mask, not a blindfold.
It's still called a blindfold. Screw you.
gonna go, kid.
No, but
Kind of see him
whatever.
put it on the kid's head. He's like, "You're gonna be okay." Just
Okay, does anyone have, like, earmuffs?
no one does have that. Hector's like, "It should be fine, right?"
Okay. Right, here we go. Okay, come on, kid.
You're leading the kid back into the house.
I cover the ears. The parents need to know he's alive.
You bring him back into the house. You need to make a sound so they can feel him, so they can hear him at least, so they
Okay.
know where he is.
We're flying over the parents because we really just were too scared of something happening if the parents try to touch or try to, like, in contact. And okay, kid, I need you to say with all your might, as loud as you can possibly get, talk to your parents. They will hear you.
He whimpers a little bit before starting to slightly cry, and they both stop and they start looking frantically.
Oh,
They understand
no,
he's in
no.
the house alive, but they don't know where he is. So they're looking in the main room because they can hear him here. They don't know where he is.
I can tell that you're dropping hints that they need to hold him, right?
It's more of that they want to make sure he's safe. It's a parent's instinct.
Okay, that's fair. Okay. I don't think we have a choice here, Phobos.
Keep your hands on them just in case.
You're also gonna be helping me.
Yeah, fuck you. You give me the kids so you don't get hurt.
Yeah,
I'll be fine.
Here
Give me
you
the
go.
child. Thank you. Yoink.
I'm ready for aerial combat.
Yep.
I got my chakras out just in case. Or chakrams.
I softly land on the ground, holding the kid still. You wanna make a sound?
The kid continues to cry because he knows his parents are in the room. He can hear them. Now.
Hmm. Yeah.
As their hands kind of go around, one of them touches you, and it's cold. It's like they've been dead this entire time.
Ooh.
And
Well, that's feeling.
when the hand moves down, it touches the kid's shoulder, and then the dad silences himself, which causes the mom to look over, and she's clicking before her hands move over. Her bone kind of hits the kid a little bit because there's no hand there, and her other hand cups the kid's face, and the kid's just crying as the you could hear them calm down and they relax and they both step backwards before their body just slumped in and hit the ground and their souls come out and they look at you. They
There
can
we
see
go.
you. And they look
Are
like
you
just like they
okay?
do in the picture.
Yeah. I asked the parents if they're okay.
Yeah.
I finally go to.
We promise we'll keep him safe.
Is there any orphanage you suggest?
No, I was just gonna hand him to Lady Eve.
Eve would be best, yes.
Is
She's
there
our,
anything you want us to tell Eve before you officially depart?
don't tell her that he tortured us. Just say that we were murdered. Don't tell her what we look like. Please.
Can you
Understood.
tell us who did it? I'm gonna cover
Cover the
and
kid's
ask-
ears.
The
yeah,
kid
cover
can't
the
hear
kid's
them.
ears. Oh, lovely.
Do you remember? They're dead. You guys are the only two that
Oh,
can hear them.
right. Okay. Sorry.
Uh, Emily goes, it was one of our patrons. He comes in complaining that we don't have alcohol on tap all the time. He drinks until he drops, so we don't allow him to have alcohol anymore because he gets violent. And I guess that pushed him over the edge. Sometimes addiction does that to people. And unfortunately, that costs our lives.
Is he still alive?
Yes.
Not for long.
Is it alright? Is it alright if we tell Lady Eve?
You can tell her that he murdered us, but you cannot tell her that he tortured us.
It's your dying
Understood.
wish, so we're not gonna tell her, okay?
The
Lady
reason
Eve not gonna
why,
be alive for very long.
Carlos, the
Where
reason
is
why we're asking you to give her to him, sorry, I actually called the child her. I was thinking about Eve. Him to Eve is, she's his godmother. If anything could happen to us, she was the one.
The kid has to go to them anyways.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
It's okay.
One more thing. Where do you want to be buried?
They kind of both look at each other and go, the apple trees around our house were planted by our family. That'd be preferable.
Okay.
Our bodies.
We're gonna ask Techno, my dad, and you, Phobos, to
Why
bury them.
me?
You're the god of death. All this stuff will do to you is get you high. You cannot get infected by it, so you just get high.
Fucking, I want to see that happen. Oh my god.
Oh, fuck,
but-
yes.
It can't
Okay,
affect
but we
Aaron
don't-
anymore, and it can't affect Techno because he's, well, a god.
Oh, so a god.
Yeah.
And also,
The two of us will just get high.
Yeah.
dude. Oh my god, I want to see that happen so bad. Phobos and Almarise don't know that. Yes. Anyways,
Back
Alright.
to story.
all right. I'll we'll do that for you.
Do you
You
have
notice,
a specific tree?
no, just any of them. You notice as a portal opens up behind the woman, and it's resurrection. But for him, it opens up, and you see Agate, and she offers her hand to bring him to paradise. Elves aren't naturally born. They were born
Mhm.
through reincarnation. This is his second life, which means he doesn't get to come back, and she has to be alone.
Oh, poor girl.
You gotta notice Carlos hug her before taking Agate's hand and going to paradise. As
I hear Beth screaming in the
yeah,
background.
Yep, I hear
As-
too.
Emily goes through, and she becomes an elf, the same exact
Aw.
type of elf, a dark elf, as the door
Pretty.
closes. The dried blood
Alright.
smell now of the house now smells like mangoes and citrus.
Alright, time to go
Interesting.
bury some bodies. You and your mom take the kids to Eve, and me, Techno,
Yeah.
and Aaron will bury the bodies. Take Spitfire with you guys so you can be safe.
Yeah. And obviously Torpedo.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and Torpedo.
So we're gonna have this is a
Oh,
personal
split up.
request. This is a personal request to God here. Keep the camera on the gods that are about to get high. I want to see this
Don't
happen.
worry, it will
Will it
switch
make
between.
Aaron high as well?
No,
No.
Aaron's body isn't combined with a god. It's just immortality, so it just won't affect him. Like he'll get it into his system, but he'll throw it back up.
Lovely.
It's the same thing with demigods. So what do you
Want to
think
see
Techno was
this
doing when he got
happen.
infected again?
So
Yes.
so we're gonna go and we leave and now it's just I guess the camera's on you now.
Alright, pick a tree, any tree. We just need 2 holes.
Techno, sweet. He just digs up with his hand and he gets a hole in the hole.
Alright. In the
He
hole.
kind of noticed these spores are kicking up into Techno's nose. And he just goes, hole,
Hole.
hole, hole,
Hole.
hole. He just sits down. He's like, oh. Aaron,
Phobos
what the
starts
fuck?
to dig another hole next to the one. Are you okay, love?
What is Phobos? Come on, please, I'm begging.
You okay?
As
Phobos is just casually still
as
digging
the
in the hole.
Oh, you're digging in the hole.
Digging
when you
another
finally
one next
finish
to it.
digging the hole, Aaron kind of puts the bodies in and he's pushing it back over. As you start to feel this like wave of like vibe hit you, just hole. You start seeing outer space at this point.
Oh. I understand why you were going hole, love.
Oh. You're both now staring into like outer space as like fucking deers and stuff start dancing for you.
Oh.
Oh. Aaron's just staring at you two guys. You don't even see Aaron anymore. The person where Aaron is a fucking dragon. It's that toothless dragon dance. That's what's happening. That's what Aaron looks like to you. Amaris, on your end, when you're there, Eve cradles the child and gives him off so he can be
We
pampered and brought well.
we
And
obviously already gave all the information.
yeah. And when Phobos, Techno, and Aaron get in, Aaron is carrying both of them as they're both just zoned.
What happened to them?
I think the disease got them high. Anyway, give me a second. He kind of moves into like an area that is bordered off because it has that effect already in it, like it has the Ecuador in it. He kind of moves himself above the barrier for it and just throws up as the silver just comes out of his mouth. He's just
Oh
fine.
my god.
And a little bit of his blood comes out. He's like, I'm good. And those two are zeeted. And it
Are
will
we
take.
okay to touch them?
Dragon. I point to Aaron.
I don't know. For Amaris, what you see there is also a dragon doing a
Wait,
dance. Everybody that's human
Amaris?
are fucking dragons that are doing dances like that.
Oh, okay.
Just.
Wait, Amaris is also high?
No,
No.
for like all you guys, everybody that's a living person looks like a dragon doing that toothless dance.
To us.
Yeah, and to you and Techno, to each other, you look like the most beautifulest versions of yourselves. Techno's partially human to you for some reason.
Yeah, you're pretty.
Dear
Oh.
God,
Oh.
what happened to them?
I guess they're high. I mean, like Derek was saying that because he's part of death, he gets high from it. So
I didn't know that. I don't think I heard that part.
he was talking about that earlier.
We
Yeah.
should probably throw them in some water so the rest of us are okay to touch them.
Yeah.
No water
Eve kind of helps you guys get them to the ocean and just dunk them in the chicken nuggets and cheese. Basically, you basically baptize them in regular water.
Jesus fucking Christ. Don't. That hurt me.
Get dunked like the Jesus juice.
No, that hurt me.
What's going on? What happened?
Vin pulled a Sharky by saying just because you got dunked in the Jesus juice like a chicken nugget or some shit like that.
They're chicken nuggets, so they get shoved in the water like the Jesus juice. They get basically baptized in the ocean. You guys are kind
Okay.
of sober, but like you're dizzy.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. Phobos,
Oh,
Hmm?
Techno, I have some information.
Oh, what's info?
The disease makes you high.
Ow.
it,
You guys were in the air.
Well, that explains why it looked like space.
yeah.
That's so funny.
Huh, damn, now I can say that I tried drugs and not just alcohol. Stripper, Jesus Christ.
I've always been a druggie, so that was one big of a trip, though. I've never had that bad of a trip.
The Techno just
Well,
stares at you. Stripper's like, am I the
uh,
only one that's sober here?
Yeah, you're the only sober one in this relationship, hun.
Okay.
Maurice is still just fangirling over this fucking
Um,
three-way.
okay. Yeah, she is, but she's too busy laughing over the fact that you guys got so stoned.
you guys kind of stumble into Eve's place,
I'm
and
never taking a trip like that again.
you as you've gone here, and now you're in Eve's castle, and you look at the quest board for the quest for the little guy, um,
Mhm.
and
Ooh,
all of a
blood.
sudden above you is that little goldeny thing, but it's vines instead because you're in Eden. That
Hmm.
tells you what the side quest name is, and it just says some kind of bug, and that's how it cuts. That's the end of the session. Just some kind of bug.
Lovely.
Lovely.
It is getting late for me
This,
anyway, so I do
yeah,
have to get
that's
off.
why I just wanted to finish the Halloween basically stuff with you guys.
Yeah, of course. Okay,
Um,
That
that
was
was
the
awesome.
spooky.
I love that.
it was supposed to be
Oh
more
yeah.
suspenseful, where you just start hearing the clicking after accidentally making a sound. But no, you just got
I
into it.
I dived through the roof.
It was supposed to be creepier, where it's like you hear a clicking sound and something moving, and that's about it. But no,
No, someone decides to just go face planting through a fucking roof.
Sorry, I had an energy burst, and Maurice was so done with horror, so she decided to make it funny.
He was like,
Nope.
all right.
Anyways, okay, I gotta ask.
oh.
Next, did you upload the avatar?
Oh no, because it was lagging the fuck out of my avatar, so I was gonna do it after the session.
Okay, good.
It was lagging the fuck out of my Discord and shit. So I was gonna
Okay,
do it after the session.
I just wanted to remind you just in case.
That's fair.
Yeah. And I suggest also helping Vin find a nice spoopy avatar. Back to you two. All right, I gotta go.
Bye.
Wee.
Bye. Oh,
See ya, chat.
vomits on your mouth, spaghetti.
Yeah, I'm gonna go upload a VR chat avatar for the hells of it.
Ah, ugh. That was a hiccup.
Anyways, see ya.
I hope you enjoyed the session. I have to upload both of them to YouTube. I haven't uploaded the 10th one. But, yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Bye.